Coming up on today's episode.
Yeah,
Black men we're too tough.
that's a fact.
So it's like, yo, you want me to call you and tell you I'm going through something, bro. I need you.
Right.
I'm weak to you now.
Yo, that's crazy.
And it don't even be like that.
It don't even be like that.
But that's what we think.
That's what you think. That's where it goes.
Yeah, motherfucking podcast. Man, here with your host Marty. Here with co-host
Lose.
Here with my guy. Here with a special guest today.
Poe Prime, man. That's what I
Poe
call
Prime,
him.
man.
You know, Shador going on, man. Shout out Cleveland. You know.
Oh my
Poe
God.
Prime, man. Young boy just went 5th round.
Yeah. Lit.
But y'all know what that was about, though.
Do you think that was really about something?
Yes. So let me tell you. How long have you ever watched the NFL draft?
I never watched that shit
Come
past
on,
the
I'm not trying to
first
hear
five
that.
picks.
No, I'm
That's
asking
what
you a
I'm about to
question.
say.
I'm asking you a question.
If they would have been draft Shador, niggas would have stopped watching the draft.
Absolutely.
I don't feel like niggas was watching the draft. Anyway.
Everybody want to see where he went.
Everybody's gonna try to see where he's going.
Everybody was trying to
That
see where
still goes
Travis
to them.
went.
That still goes to them.
I was on my phone.
You watching on your phone don't matter. It still goes
you
to
wanted
them.
to see where Travis
Yeah.
went. You wanted to see where Shador was going to
Come
go.
on, bro.
Because next everybody was like, yo, Charlotte going to go there. Prime going to take it
Charlotte's
over.
not getting drafted.
He's not.
Charlotte's not getting drafted.
He's definitely not getting drafted now. But
Yo, he had the worst fucking, like, not even combine. I'm talking about the one-on-one drills, all that shit. That shit was bad. He's
Talking
slow.
about the senior, bro.
He's so slow. He's a linebacker with no size.
well, Shador's getting rookie of the year. I'm willing to bet that.
Abdul Carter.
I'm willing to bet it on camera.
Abdul Carter.
No, he's not.
Abdul Carter.
I'm willing to bet it on camera.
You stop. Stop, bro.
All honesty,
Stop
no.
it,
Travis
please.
Hunter's gonna win Rookie of the Year, but
If he can stay healthy, yeah, I agree.
the thing about it is,
Abdul Carter's gonna come in right away and make
Shador's
it.
not gonna start until week 6 if he does start.
Over Joe Flacco?
No,
They drafted Dylan.
no, they got Dylan Gabriel.
Gabriel before him.
I know. I like
Bro.
Shador. Shador's better than Dylan Gabriel.
It's not even close.
He gotta go out there and prove it because if they
It's not
draft
even
him
close.
before you, then he's on the depth chart.
Shador's
Obviously,
gonna play.
It's not even close.
Shador's
be
gonna
in my
play.
rookie minicamp.
Bro, Dylan Gabriel might get cut. And I'm not even trolling.
Why
Nah,
would you
they
draft
gonna
him?
cut.
Nah, they gonna get something for him.
Nah, they gonna cut Kenny Pickett.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
They
would
can
you
get
draft
something
him
for him.
before Shador?
I mean, bro,
The same reason why they did Kirk Cousins and Robert Griffin. That's the history right there.
Yeah, that was. And Kirk Cousins is a permanent backup forever now. He's never gonna
Nah, he got a bag.
They- I
Kirk
know.
Cousins starts.
play. Yeah, they paid him, but he's a backup
Yeah,
again.
not
He's about to be a
paid
backup
for
again in
They
Atlanta.
getting like 40 a year.
Bro, he's about to get backup again in Atlanta.
I'm a happy.
All he did is
I'm
do
the
it.
happiest ever.
Well, we not talking about from our point of view. We talking about talent in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
no,
you're a
he's a
backup.
scrub.
Yeah, he's a scrub.
But he's not though at the same time. But
No, he's a scrub.
He's not a scrub.
You see him, Donald. They scrubs.
But at that point, do you give a fuck?
Yeah.
You
Like,
should if you love the sport.
are you
love-
really a scrub?
No, cut
Hold
that
on.
shit. Cut
Hold
that
on.
shit out.
Let's go all the way back because we skipped. He ain't letting
No, no,
introduce
no,
himself,
yeah,
none of
yeah,
that
no,
shit.
no, I was
Because
just
I
about to
really
go
want to
into
talk
that,
about that too.
Let's talk about
But
it.
I want to get into it because it is more. That's what I don't get about a lot of this shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I just
So
don't
let's
understand.
we
it.
talk about
Football real
loving.
quick.
Yeah, we talk about loving the sport. Loving the sport of football.
Yeah. Let's get into.
Let's
We
talk
gonna get
about
into
Former
that.
running back.
Right.
Matter of fact, you give us a little breakdown of your football life from high school, even your young boy days, and give us a little bit of what you do now.
So, the young bull days, damn.
Yeah, because we know about them teams. Them
I
teams
played
was
for the
legendary.
Tigers, you know what I mean?
Them was legend. They was
Shout out to my
legendary.
nigga Chris. Oh, I said that.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to
Yeah,
do.
too real, my fault. Shout out to Chris D, man. We was the best, best duo, I think.
That was a crazy duo.
Crazy duo.
We used to stay and watch them games.
Yeah,
It was
man.
crazy.
Won big championship. Went off to McDevitt, successful there. Broke some shit.
Somebody that when you come on, bring him with you because y'all was gonna be able to.
Yeah, but he ain't really trying to talk or nothing. You know
He's-
what I mean? He not
he's-
crazy. He ain't trying to really
He's
talk.
really not going to talk. You do it? You think you would have talked?
He's actually right there on Fifth Street right now.
Tell him pull up.
But
Okay, go ahead.
Won the McDevitt, broke a couple Shady's records.
Okay.
Successful there.
3-star, 4-star.
For
Okay.
really, when the ratings first came out, I was 5. So let me tell you about that. Niggas don't really know that shit.
Oh
So when the ratings first came out, it was I forget, but I was behind D'Anthony Thomas. You know what I mean? I was actually number 5. You feel me? And then they updated the shit. I dropped to like 12, but that's still cool. And then had like 50 offers, All American, All State twice,
Okay.
Player of the Year. Committed to Pitt. Wannstedt got fired like a week before signing day. They brought in I forgot the guy's name, But he ended up getting a domestic violence charge, beating his wife up. The next day, he got fired. So then my mom was like, you know what? That's probably just God telling us like we need to go somewhere else. Cincinnati brought his name is Coach Poteat. He was actually coaching with Miami. I think he's in the NFL right now. But they brought him to Bishop McDevitt, black dude, super cool. So I could really committed to him.
Gotcha.
The Cincinnati committed to him. Highest rated recruit ever to go there. Travis Kelce was already there. He actually hosted me on one of my visits. I got to Cincinnati. I stepped foot on campus. They fired Coach Poteat.
Damn.
So at that time, it's like I really had nobody in my family that went to college, that went through that process. So at the time, we wasn't picking a school. We was picking for people. And being that young, you don't understand that them coaches, they just go. You know what I mean? It's a business.
Yeah.
But I got to Cincinnati, and when I got there, I hated it.
Yeah.
Hated everything about it. I just figured that I was a top guy. I can adjust to anything. Not understanding the spread offense and the pro offense. And just thinking like, being arrogant, that no matter where you put me, I'm gonna play. You know what I mean? So I went to Cincinnati, met the best. It was crazy for me. It was humbling because Isaiah P was there. He was the first pick of the second round. He's one of the best athletes I ever seen. Like first day of working out, I had to work out with the older guys. They had me work out with the freshmen. He bitched at 225. He ran a 4.3. I'm like, oh shit. And actually to see it in person, it's crazy.
It's different.
But just being there, like, it was just, at that time, just going into a bad situation. And before, they had a portal. So going into a bad situation, understanding you was in a bad situation, and not being able to do nothing about it. So it was just kind of more so, during that time, like, you go through a depression.
Yeah.
Because you come back home, and at the time, y'all was younger.
Yeah.
So you come back home, and everybody's, like, during that time, I'm a little bit older, and it's like, yo, you doing your thing, like, what's up? Like we watching now, we playing the game and all that. And it's like everybody you come back home is like, yo, what's up, what you doing?
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, I ain't doing shit.
Right.
And it's the thing with college is like once you mentally you get depressed and you get out of it, your body break down. You start getting injured. You know what I mean? I kept getting hurt, and it was just kind of like, you know what I mean? It's like anything else, bro. They recruiting.
Yeah.
So they bring their next guys in, and new running back coach comes in, he's recruiting his guys, and it's like, man, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I end up going into my sophomore year. I was supposed to be in the competition and starting and all that. Last scrimmage of the season, tore my ankle up. They told me I had a high ankle sprain. Come to find out, I had a stress fracture in my foot. And I tore 2 ligaments in my ankle. Whole time they were telling me it was a sprain, and they didn't tell me until after the season. I had an MRI after the season. They told me basically what it really was, and they were like, we're gonna let you sit out during spring ball, let you recover. We got you. They know they dropped the ball. Well, that staff ended up leaving and going to Tennessee.
Damn.
So it was more so like new staff was like, we don't know you. Like, we don't care about that shit. Like, what can you do now? So I was like, man, I'm out. And then from there, just kept bouncing around, and more so started hating the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At that part, I hated the game in college anyway because it, like we just said in the argument, talking about money and all that, because it became a business.
It's a business, yeah.
Like your whole life, college, like football is fun. And then you get to a point where it's like, damn, this ain't football no more.
It's not football. It's a fact.
So then just bounced from school to school, kept getting hurt, ended up at Pitt, got a bad concussion. I really couldn't see out my eye for like 2 weeks. It was blurry. And they told me basically you done. Like you can play if you want to, but if you get another hit, like it might be really over for you. So from there, just lost, bro. Like I feel like a lot of black men, especially from here, we struggle with finding success because we don't have too many men around here that are successful without sports.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing.
And I was just saying, like, even myself, as a black father, what's the first thing you do? As a black dad, we throw a ball in our son's hands.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? We throw a basketball or football, and that's what they know. And now, if they face it, where we don't be like, damn, that 1% change, you'll never think you be a part of that 1%.
Right.
But when that, when the time's done, it's like, damn, what's next? So for me, I went through, I had to find myself. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people during the time of 18 to 23, 25, they're doing internship, they're going from job to job.
Yeah, that's a fact.
My shit started when school was out.
Right.
So I had to bounce from job, doing this, doing that, in the midst of just trying to hide from the world because you still that same person. Everybody, damn, what you doing now? Like, what's up? What you doing? And then that's when I found real estate, and from there, just, kind of found a new passion because I always wanted to have the lifestyle that I envisioned playing football.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I
That
always
makes sense,
wanted
yeah.
to have a financial space where I could have a big house for my kids, be able to just kind of live what I wanted without checking my account or doing anything like that. And real estate was able to do that for me. And for me, at the beginning, it was more so, be real, I was chasing money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like I needed to fulfill that.
That void of
void.
something I was supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I had to fulfill that. And then I start falling in love with it. Starting to fall in love with how to learn the business and do different shit like that. And more so now I'm at a place where I'm helping people around me get into it. So
Yeah.
in a nutshell, that's kind of the little story. You know what I mean? With everything. But I think for us, man, it's fucked up because we always talk about the athletes that make it, but we don't help the athletes that don't.
That's a fact.
And a lot of them, you know what I mean?
There's a lot of them that go the other way or shit happening. And
We always say, oh, they crashed out. Oh, they crashed out, or they did this and they did that. But it'd be like, I feel like guys that went there that didn't make it, like us, we dropped the ball. Because now we understand what it's like to be on this side. And we know so-and-so's coming out of school. We know what's about to happen.
You know what's about to happen.
But it's like we don't do enough for them. You know what I mean?
For them to be, for the landing to be soft.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
I just think, that part is, I think as a former athlete, we got to get better in because that shit's
That's
tough.
right. Yeah.
But I wanted to dig into, because you said like the depression shit, I want to dig into that a little bit. But you had said something about, I don't think I said this on the podcast yet. You had said something about not having nobody successful really, you know what I mean, to look up to other than ball. And it's like, it's really not really nobody successful to look up to in ball. You feel me? Like, Mike was really just the first motherfucker for real. And that's
Real
why
shady, too.
Yeah, Shady too.
Yeah.
Shout out Shady too.
We got a couple.
It's
We got a couple, yeah.
It's a couple, but it's not really like Mike.
That you can really reach out to, I
Yeah,
think, and like
that's what I'm
really,
saying, though. I just
figure out
wanted
the
to,
game
like,
from. Yeah.
Say like for people that don't understand, that's why I say like Harrisburg, and it's not to glorify it, nothing like that. But we really in the trenches.
Yeah.
Like we're really in the trenches. Like the murder rate might not be the highest.
Right.
The you feel me? Just the crime rate period
Yeah.
might not be as crazy as places like Philly, Detroit, shit
Right.
like that. But when you talk about making it out,
Yeah.
it's really kind of crazy.
Yeah, this shit, no. It's like I always tell people when I get to school, bro, just even, like you said, dealing with that depression coming out of school, like, it don't matter the level that you go to college either. You come home, bro, niggas expecting you, yo, you see you in the,
What you want?
oh my goodness, I got All-American, I got all conference and shit my last year, right? Niggas like, oh, you going to the league. That shit don't work like that. So for the people, like you said, like that don't do it, for me, and for if somebody watching, my thing was, I did take a break. I stopped lifting. I wasn't watching football, bro. You don't even know me not to watch football. You know what I mean? Wasn't watching football, wasn't lifting for like 2 years. Because I couldn't, I'm getting through me not playing. And once you get a hold of it though, it's like you see life from a whole nother lens.
Right.
Because you got to think it is hard, like Poe was saying, like, bro, you've been playing this shit for 17, 18 years, 20 years, maybe more. You know what I mean? To the point, this is your life. This all you know. So after that, who is Los? Los was the football player. Los was the basketball player. Los was the track player. Now, that's not that. Who are you? You don't even know that. You see what I'm saying? And they don't be knowing how, and that's the thing with mental health too. We don't communicate. We don't talk to nobody. We don't want to reach out and get that, but you have to.
You can't. No, but let's
You
talk.
have to.
Let's talk about that though, because as from a young man, you got a son, right?
Yep.
You got a daughter too or not?
Two sons.
Okay. Anybody here got a daughter? No.
He got a daughter.
You got a
Oh,
daughter.
Kai
right?
got a daughter too.
All right. I got a lot of kids, so I got both.
You gotta remember what
So when your son fall, right?
Right.
He
That's so
rock-
crazy. That's so crazy. We had this conversation on the
we
podcast.
did. We
Go
talked
ahead.
about it
Your
before.
son fall off his bike. He
Right.
started crying. What you gonna say?
Tell him to get up.
Get up, nigga. What fucking crying for?
Yeah.
That's how we was taught.
What's your daughter cry? What you gonna say?
She's not even allowed. I'm going. I mean,
It's okay, baby, I
Yeah,
got
come
you.
on. Yeah,
From a young boy,
Good.
we were programmed to have a ball in our hands. Young black men, we're programmed to have a ball in our hands and can't show weakness.
Right.
So now we at a spot when we're adults where people are telling us to show weakness. We was 17, 18 years our whole life.
Oh yeah. So you saying now you want me to go against my program?
Now you want me to call you until y'all need help.
Now it's always gonna be a malfunction.
I can't. I don't.
Now
I don't know how
reach
to.
out.
I wasn't experienced. That's crazy. I ain't never
I
looked
don't
at
even
it.
know.
it's like-
I don't even know to tell a nigga down me.
But it's like,
really
and that's the
going
thing with black men. Even with us killing each other,
Yeah.
black men we're too tough.
That's a fact.
So it's like, yo, you want me to call you and tell you I'm going through something, bro. I need you.
Right.
I'm weak to you now.
Yo, that's crazy.
And it don't even be like that.
It don't even be like that.
But that's what we think.
That's what
we're
you think.
programmed to
That's
think.
where it goes. Yeah.
So it's kind of like we all, to this day, bro. I think depression is such a broad statement.
It is.
That it don't matter what everybody's going through it. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's on different levels on how you handle it.
Yeah, it is.
But it's like, how do we go through it as men? Because it's like the black man, bro, is like, it's fucked up for us, bro. We gotta provide, we gotta protect.
Right.
As much on. We gotta provide, we gotta protect, we gotta do so much. We don't even have time. Like,
No. You don't.
so it's like, I think it's such a broad statement, man. Like,
It's a catch-22 for sure. I just think it's something that we gotta, like you said, us, that people that been through it, we gotta be able to chip away at, because we losing a lot of them. Like suicide is always high in black men, period. But when you think about people out of school, the rates shoot up. Reckless driving, doing just dumb ass shit because you just living on the edge, not knowing how to. And we got to be able to get a hold of them. That'd be the whole thing of, you know, when we was trying to start our thing, which I really wanted to do, but we'll get into that another time.
I agree.
But it's really one of them things, bro, where you have to be able to. Like, I'm one of the people, bro, I can see you fuck up and I'm not doing it because I just watched you fuck up. You see what I'm saying? But everybody's not like that. You know what I mean? So they need that. And that goes into hand in hand what I was about to say when we were talking about football and coaching and why you do things and right, what's the sport. For me, you know what I mean? We don't have to know where our coach at or whatever the case is, but the same thing, I ain't looking at monetary. Nigga, I'm not even looking at what school you go to. I'm not looking at none of that shit, bro. My whole thing is pouring into you some shit different that I could have benefited from coming up. That's my whole shit. That's my whole cry, Brody. Let me go through the shit already. Now I come back and tell you niggas, though, you don't gotta go through it. You can go through some other problems that got nothing to do with the game.
Some shit that I ain't even
get to tell you because I don't know nothing about it. You know what I mean?
But I can get you. Listen, nigga, I can lead you here.
Yeah.
Because this is where I've been.
Yes. And that's why I'm in it.
Once you get here,
and that goes back to what we were saying about the sport and the love for the sport. Like, it go past the love for the sport at a certain point, because then it goes to me using this sport as a vehicle for me to show you what to be after this shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you gotta hold on though. You got a son. How many sons you got?
He don't know.
Wait, damn, how much kids you got?
He got like 8.
I got 6.
Come on, bro. You missing a kid.
All right,
Niggas
so you got
is-
sons, and you just talked about like us not being able to open up.
Edit that up.
Yeah, 6 kids is crazy. It's not getting it up. Fuck it. You got sons, and you just talking about like us not being able to open up now. And you just talk about the same way. Like your son fall off a bike, what you gonna do? You gonna tell him to get up?
Yeah.
You alright? You a little boy? I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. How do you? Cause like I said, we talked about this on the podcast before. How do you like really navigate that now as a dad? Because obviously you don't want your son to be in the same spot you're in right now.
Correct.
Because we can sit here and talk about we should open up to each other. Then when we leave this podcast, we're not opening up to each other.
Correct.
No.
It's just how we're built.
Yeah,
type
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So it's like, how do you parent now boys to really let them know like it's okay. It's okay not to be emotional.
Yeah.
But
Do you know how to handle your emotions and go through them?
be able to express you gotta be able to
Push
express your
through 'em.
feelings.
Yeah, you gotta be able to do
in some way.
Yeah, that's a great fucking question. I actually went through this like 2.5, 3 weeks ago. My mom had got sick, and I thought I was gonna lose her. It was crazy, and I cried in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
The old me, I'd have went in the shower, put the shower on, and cried. But I cried in front of them, and they broke down because they never saw Dad cry.
Mm-hmm.
But I cried. I explained why I was crying, and I explained the hurt that I had with it, and I explained to them it's okay. You know what I mean? My son like, dang, I never seen me cry. That's why I cried.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like for me growing up, I never seen my dad cry ever.
Never.
And I was like, dang, like
I
men
seen my
can't
dad
cry.
cry. One time my mom stabbed him in the face.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a different joint.
you ain't even start crying. You trying to break it
That
up.
nigga's gonna cry, cry like a little bitch.
That's a different
in my
joint.
life, bro.
That's a different. But it's like it's tough, bro. That shit's tough.
It's an in between.
It's an in-between.
Because you don't want your young boy too soft,
Yeah.
as they say, but you don't want him tough as nails. Now you think you could beat the world, but at the
You know what
same,
I'm saying?
it's a happy medium.
You get raised that way by whoever it was that
Yeah.
your guardian
Right.
was type shit. It made you into the nigga you is today to be able, like you said, you went through some bullshit in college.
Right.
But probably if you was raised a different way, that shit could have probably fucked you over for. But the way that you was raised growing up is to know how to. We gotta maneuver somehow. We gotta get through this. We can't put our head down. Like,
Right.
We gotta keep it going type shit. Like,
I agree with that, bro. But like, bro, I was raised the same exact way, bro. I ain't never seen my pop cry, right, bro? Never seen cuz cry. I was trained, bro, to not cry, bro, during tough situations. But bro, sometimes, bro, life will take you to that point, bro, that where like it's like, yo, like, bro, like I went through so much in life, bro. It's like, bro, like you just eventually gotta be your own man. You know what I mean? Like you eventually gotta like, bro, like shit breaks. You know what I mean, bro?
Like you breaking,
bro,
you're breaking
like that
past
cycle.
it, yeah.
You know what I
Because
mean?
you're forced
Like,
to.
how, exactly.
But is
Like,
it
what you
healthy
going
to
through-
be forced to do it or to?
It's not healthy, but it's a good thing, bro. Because now I done been through so much, bro. If I ain't been through what I've been through, bro, I wouldn't be able to raise my daughter.
yeah.
Okay.
But
You see what I'm saying, bro?
I like
Because,
that.
There's a lot
bro,
of
like that's
niggas-
what broke me, bro. Like to be able to be soft and be like, yo, like I can be
You
a
can-
dad to
gotcha.
my little
I get
girl
what you're
now.
saying.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I'm not like thinking.
I think
like,
I understand that.
crying's unusual. You know what I mean? Like I'm using my emotions. You know what I mean? I can be Elsa. I can be. You know what I mean?
Right. I get what you're
Because
saying. Yeah, that's lit.
I'm being my mom now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for your daughter.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
respect
You know,
it.
that comes with
Like,
like, maturity.
yeah, bro,
But I was gonna say,
like-
there's a lot of niggas that like
That shit wavy, bro.
go through certain shit. Like he just said, like it forced you to be a man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of niggas that really feel like they are men out this bitch and really just not.
Right.
Like niggas really don't got that shit together.
And that's another thing. That go into another. I don't know if you had it on your journal, but like, for me too. Like, what y'all think? Like, just I mean, y'all can spit stuff out. What do y'all think are like key aspects of being a man? You know what I mean? Because everybody's shit's different.
Having someone that's a man around you.
That's a
Like for me, like he said about me having raised a certain way for the shit I went through in college. Bro, I broke. Niggas don't know. We was playing Syracuse week 3. I was at the crib. Coach called me like, yo, we just want to say you had a family emergency. We gonna fly you back, da-da-da-da-da. Bro, I was done. But I give a lot of, like, I tell my mom all the time, like, you the reason I finished school. Like,
Right.
y'all pushed me through this. Because mentally, I was done. I was
Right.
broke. So I think in life, like they say, like, we ain't gonna knock you, we just gonna blame on your old head. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Like, there's a
real
lot of
shit.
stuff going on. Like, yo, homie on Facebook crashing out. But again, like, little homie that's crashing out on Facebook, he don't got a lot of good male figures around him.
that. Yes.
You know what I mean? Because it's like it's a different topic, but I'm not even gonna go there. But you know what? I'm going there. Even with men, I'm not going there.
Go ahead. You already did. This is too real, nigga.
It's on the job.
Nah, he going to a topic that you know what I mean.
You know, y'all got me drinking and shit, so I'm over.
That's all right, bro. If it's you
But
know
it's
what I
like
mean?
even men with women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, we all was at a point where we was younger, where we was watching some old heads. Like we was watching.
Right.
For me, I was watching how Shady AB and
Come on,
the
man.
dudes move.
Come on, bro.
I'm watching them. Da, da, da,
Yeah,
da, da.
yeah.
And at the end of the day, a sniper got to respect a sniper.
It do.
Yeah. Edit that joint out.
No, you don't. No, no. If you're
arguing in the
you're
crib and shit.
retired, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bro, retired. And that, bro, and that, like you said, like your old head that go to females, all that shit, like
but I think that's-
because if that's what
Sniper
you,
really got it.
because that's how important. That's how I be trying to tell people, bro. Not like mentorship, like you said, having a key role model in your life. That is big for being a man. I think because how you about to redefine yourself and align yourself with something that you've never seen, that you've never experienced. That doesn't make any sense.
But not to not to go so deep though.
Yeah.
Some of what you said too.
Go ahead.
It's like how in reality, where we from, how do we kind of expect to have role models type shit? Like somebody, no, but that's who?
It's people out there, bro. Niggas don't want to look,
Us,
and you just how Poe just said, niggas don't want to ask for help, bro. Literally, bam, last week. I ain't gonna use nobody's
How do
name.
you
I went
ask
on a
for
walk
help,
with
though?
old heads, right?
Right.
I only knew one old head in that whole thing.
Right.
He's my coach back in the G. 10 other old heads I never knew.
But you heard, you know what I'm saying? That was your coach back.
No, the one person. I talked to him, bro, we walked for 4 hours, 2 hours, because we did 6 miles, right? I talked to him for 20 minutes of that 2 hours. I talked to a new old head I've never met in my life. So it's really, about anything. And it's just because I was in the room. It's just because I put myself in the room, bro.
Everybody has an opportunity to talk to somebody older, but everybody does not have an opportunity to talk to somebody that's, I can't even say a role model, because role model is a wide term, but everybody doesn't have the opportunity to really talk to somebody that may be like a lot wiser. Let me say wiser.
Why not?
I was gonna say,
Why
how
not?
do you do that? How
What
do
do
you
you mean?
go ask for help?
I think it's just really. I think that's where we lack at.
Yes.
When I say we, I think it's our community, because it be like we be wondering how, damn, how so and so get to where he's at? How so and so the way I got into real estate was my homie put me on.
Right.
Like I called him and he was on $1 million worth of game, all of that. Shout out to my man Ramel. But it's like, even being able to reach out and like, yo, I need help.
Yeah.
The nigga told me, yo, bro, find the crib, I'm gonna fund it, and I'm gonna show you the game. Boom.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of niggas that do not have that.
But I think it's all about who you
building
surround
connections
yourself with.
Yeah.
and
There's
building
a lot of
connections
niggas
and
that-
having
bro,
chances,
How
bro.
do you build a connection if you never left 6th Street?
But
Bro,
you got, but
I-
some of them aren't probably going, like, it's a mentality.
Bro,
That's a fact.
A mentality. in
bro,
what,
it's
though?
about like this, bro, nigga, like growing up, bro.
If you graduated, even if you go, let's say a nigga even went all the way to the fact that he graduated from the high. You graduated from high, but you don't go to school. You never played football, you never played basketball. You're just a regular nigga.
Okay.
Right.
Where are your connections at?
What interests you?
Yes.
Yeah, what do you
That's
do
where you
besides
start.
going to school?
What
What
Are you a
interests
Boy
you?
Scout?
What
And I mean,
interests
like,
you?
are you? And I mean, like, I'm like, what are your hobbies? Like,
What are you interested
what
in?
were you doing?
What-
Were you just
that's
an
what I'm saying.
Are you in
entertainer?
art? Are you
Let's
in
say a nigga-
entertainment?
alright, so
Like,
niggas
Are you playing a
artistic
game?
or something?
okay, so he's in the
Or a
art.
nigga like to rap.
Okay, he's
Well,
entertainment.
that's everyone.
But that's what I'm saying. What does that got to do anything? What is that doing for a nigga?
So I'm gonna say this, right? So I'm really speaking. I just told this young boy that. He
Cause like I'm just saying, you just gave an example of a nigga you know, regardless if you grew up with him or not, that was your homie. You just gave an example of a coach you had. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
that
niggas
invited
that's
me
not
somewhere.
In that position.
So I would tell you this though.
Do you go to church?
Art-
Role model is how to be successful.
Right.
Exactly.
And that's what I was, and that's
Role
what I was
models
going
can be-
into at the same time. Because I also wanted to, y'all can chime in on this too. I was going to say, was you say you're a type nigga that can look at somebody and say, no, that's not what I'm gonna do. For me, for example, I grew up. I can honestly say I didn't ever have a good role model ever in my life. I never had a good role
Well,
model.
what's your
But-
example
but
of
what
not
I'm gonna
having a
say
good
is,
role model, bro?
I didn't have nobody that had a. I didn't look up to. That's what I'm saying. Not a role model, but I didn't look up to nobody. Like, were you looking up to niggas growing up?
Yeah.
You looking up to your dad. You looking up to your uncles. You looking up to your cousins. That's just how.
That's
we
how the
raised.
dynamic. Yeah.
But I didn't have nobody to good look up.
But
to
was
like
you
that.
looking?
looking weird?
No, like where you
Just
look-
Where
anywhere.
can I look? That's what I'm trying to ask y'all.
Bro,
where
that's-
do you look when sometimes you don't have nowhere?
I
to
feel like
look?
it's for like what attracts you.
That's what I'm saying.
So like what are you?
bro.
My point, hold on,
Are
real quick, though.
inspired
My
by
point is,
something.
there
They're
are
looking at
95
something.
in Harrisburg alone. We're not gonna talk about other cities. The 95 is probably a little crazy.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 80 to 20 more bad examples than role models.
Yes.
That's all I'm trying to get. So,
I agree.
So for
Nobody arguing that.
for it to only be 20% role models, that's all I'm trying to get to y'all. That y'all might been in a situation that y'all had role models, but there is a lot of little niggas, young right now,
That are
that's
looking up to the
14,
wrong
15,
shit.
that do not have a role model. They're not even in a situation to
But
have
they
one.
they have a role model, bro.
But go back
That's
to
what I'm
this.
trying to tell you.
They don't
Go
have a
ahead,
chance to
So
have
Go
think-
back to this.
No,
They have a
they
chance.
do, bro.
So go ahead.
So I
finish
think-
it.
I think we
they
do.
have a chance. I
How?
hope
They have
they
it.
do.
Even in Harrisburg,
They
I
do
think
have a
I think
chance.
So
we
how do they
have
have a chance?
I think we have more role models than are accounted for, but those role models aren't seen. So I think
But you also say out your same breath is that we don't know how to open up to somebody. So these young boys been growing up their whole life not knowing how to open up to niggas. Now they 14, 15, knowing damn well they don't want to go down the wrong path. But how the fuck, who do they look up to? What do they go do?
Right. No, I agree.
They look up to the wrong
I don't
shit.
think that there's enough people.
Who do you have to look up to?
That's what I'm
Rolly?
saying. They're looking up to the wrong niggas though, but they are looking up to
That's
something.
what I'm trying to tell you. But
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's what I'm trying to get to you.
But
So
there's
what-
more role models than you think. We're looking up
That's
to
what I'm
people.
saying. And
We're
that
looking
goes
up
back
to
to my
people
main
and
point.
trying to see
But
what they
they're not
got. And
presented,
this and
though.
present
They're
it.
not presented to
Yeah.
a lot of young niggas
It's
But
that
the-
might be posted up.
Bro, the nigga that
on
ride
Regina,
ride down
posted
6th
up on-
Street with the Benz and all that shit that's selling this and that, he's not presented either. All they do is see his
Let's
lifestyle,
see, cuz,
glorify
bro, and
that
then they
shit.
wanna go
Now
do
I'm
it.
looking up to
He is
that.
presented.
How?
He walking
He
to the
wrote
store,
past.
he's buying these young boys snacks and shit. When the Mr.
Exactly.
Salty come up, he's buying ice cream.
He's in that way.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
He's
trying to.
in
I'm
that
not
way.
saying that there's not role models. I'm not arguing that.
There's
I'm
a lot
saying-
of 'em,
I
bro. You
know.
gotta
I'm not
look.
saying that, but how do these young boys that's just growing up in the hood get presented?
They
to
gotta
them?
do something different than what they're already doing.
Wait, I'm 13. I don't got no money to go do nothing.
Get
Bro,
in the
what are you
church,
talking
nigga.
about? You don't have
Go
to
to
be.
the
You don't gotta be
library.
outside
Go
thugging with the
to the
switchy.
library.
You don't gotta be
Go
outside
to the
walking with the switchy smoking
Go to
weed, bro.
YMCA.
You don't have
Every
to do
young-
it.
I'm not talking about that young
This
boy.
is
I'm
what I'm
talking about
saying.
young boy.
You don't have to. The lifestyle that you in, or whatever the case is,
Right.
you have a choice to a certain point. Some people's in fucked up situations. It's hard for them to get out of it, but you still have to be willing to change. If I'm hanging around this person, of course we're only going to see these type of people. If I'm only in these rooms, of course we're going to see these type of people. I'm getting what you're saying. It's hard to go outside your comfort zone.
How do you do that when you're 13?
That's what I'm saying. I understand that, but you're saying it's not possible to do, and it is, because even us, you can use us as an example, bro.
Bro, how did I meet you?
From kindergarten to 12th, the background story about Lewis. Kindergarten to 7th grade, I might have been one of the worst kids in the Harrisburg School District. Right. If you look up my shit, I had cussing the teacher out, throwing tears, bit of that, fighting, vandalism, all that shit. Right? If you look at any person and they see that number on the thing, I'm supposed to be in the back of this joint in the jailhouse somewhere. So I made a decision. Hold on. Time out before it was sports. But time out before sports, bro, because I didn't even play sports growing up. I played at Southside Barbershop. 7th grade.
You got into
7th grade, I played football, basketball, right? Before that, I still was on the team. I didn't play one. You was on the team with me, bro. I played 5 games that whole season. I got suspended and kicked out because Coach Marlon every year. So I couldn't even play. So that was the end of that. Mm-hmm. What happened was that summertime, I'm living on Regina Street during this time. This is the worst street in Harrisburg during this time. Right. All my cousins and up there is on the corner. I'm sitting out there with them. They the only kids on the block. Right. I'm sitting out there with them, right? If I wanted to stay in that, I would keep going up there and chilling with y'all, right? It don't got nothing to do with my upbringing or something, because you still gotta want to do the work at the end of the day. So I'm not going out there no more. It wasn't having to do nothing with sports. I told myself off the rip. In middle school, I told myself, 8th grade, I didn't get in trouble. From high school, the whole time I didn't get in trouble. I told myself I'm going to Sci Tech, I'm cleaning my act up. That's what it is. It had nothing to do with football.
I agree.
I stopped getting in trouble in school because I wanted to go to Sci Tech.
No,
it had nothing to do with sports.
I agree.
It was a mindset that I made up for me, and I went another way.
But I think
That's all I'm saying.
But I think that's where we suffer from in life as adults as well. Everybody, even now, everybody wants to get put on, but nobody wants to put the work in to get put on.
Thank
and
you.
be
That's
successful.
all I'm saying.
So it's kind of like, if anything, like with these kids, I get what you're saying, but you can't save everyone. But you can't save everyone.
No.
But it's like, for instance, someone comes up and, yo, I'm trying to get put on real estate. All right, bet, I'm going to give you a homework assignment, make sure you do it. But you still hit me up with the same question I told you to do.
Right.
Everybody wants the stuff that look glitter and gold. Everybody wants to be LeBron James, but nobody want to be in the gym from 4 a.m. or
That's
whatever
a
it
fact.
may be. So I think...
And that's what I'm saying about the mentorship. You gotta actually actively want to go try to do it. Even if you strike it, listen, think about you trying to find a mentor and you strike out.
About somebody else and not yourself.
What do you mean?
Because when
You said sport. You said sports.
You're not letting me talk though. When you inflict on yourself, you talk about. That's why I didn't talk about myself, because I'm a nigga that had to go through a situation where, like you said, the same way. From kindergarten to 7th grade, I was a nut ass young boy. 8th grade,
Exactly.
I went through the hardest year of my life by stop hanging with all them niggas I used to hang with.
And that was a decision you made.
And that was the hardest decision of my life.
Oh, that was a decision you made,
that's
though.
what I'm saying,
You
though.
made that decision and did the work.
But that's what I'm saying. It also had like some type of like I don't even want to say I had a role. I had role models, but it's like I just know I had somebody to fall back on. There's a lot of young boys for my situation, for example. If I didn't feel like I had cousins that I knew I hung with so much, it would have probably made my decision harder. Because now I just went from having all these friends. We sat at a table. We sat in Roland. It was a circle table.
Yeah.
So it was 16. Well, we had like 2 chairs open. It was 14 of us. I'm the only one that ain't never been to jail or ain't dead. Only one.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying though. If I didn't have something to lean back on, I might not been able to make that decision. I feel like
What was you trying to lean back on? What you had to lean back on?
That I knew I had cousins and I knew I had like a group outside of that to still be like, you feel me? You 13, 14 with no friends?
So
like, you feel me? Like I really had to readjust my whole life and that's uncomfortable. That's very uncomfortable. There's a lot of young boys that might, like, you feel me? I'm not even
You
trying to
gotta
say
do
streets
that.
exactly,
I went to Lincoln,
but
bro.
there's a lot of young boys that hang on corners right now that if they stop hanging on them corners, they might end up beefing with them young boys or something. Like, it's just
Well, you won't be
I'm
friends.
just saying, like, but how do you find, like, as a young boy that's just hanging in the trenches that don't got sports? That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand that you made.
Bro, you gotta strike out sometimes, bro. You gotta be okay with striking out. Bro, everybody you go to meet is not gonna be somebody you
But
trust
that's
as a
what I'm
role
saying. I
model.
feel like you're
But you
talking more from an adult aspect.
exactly because I'm talking about from what I'm speaking to my younger self. That's what I am gonna say to them because I'm speaking to somebody didn't tell me that. Nobody told me.
But your younger self.
Nobody told me. Nobody told me that. I did that on my own.
I think it's the
Nobody told me that.
Role models everywhere. So for somebody never
To change my own trajectory and then look for a role model? What are you talking about? Bro,
you just said nobody told you
nobody
to
told
have this mind frame.
Yes.
You said there's role models everywhere. So you didn't have no role model if nobody told you that.
Safe to say.
No, you're saying
but I
no,
think-
they
I
make
think
the
it's
decision to not
environments
get
that
in trouble
replace them.
anymore.
I think it's environments that replace them because sitting here next to all you guys, I didn't go to school in Harrisburg City.
Right.
I went to school out Central Dauphin School District.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that's crazy.
you know what I mean?
Dirty East.
I got to tell Q Chiz, you know, I had stability.
That is crazy to say.
But it's like,
That
but
is
it's
crazy
like
to say.
the like you said, you're sitting at a table with 5 dudes, and you might be the only one not in prison at yours.
Yeah.
I'm at a table where I'm the only one here. I'm gonna go to school, whatever these kids want to be. I ran into a dude last week. Shout out to him. His name was Tyler Beers. Right? I said, "What's up, yo? How you doing?" He said, "Yo, I love you doing your real estate." I'm like, "Yeah. What's up with you?" He said, "I'm a doctor. I just opened my own practice."
That's tough.
And he sat at the table with me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dang. So at this point, it's like, I know you was talking about a 13-year-old young boy on 6th Street, but it's like, is that the reason why? And it's like, people look at these areas and they cry about these areas getting all the gentrification, they're moving us out.
Yeah.
But maybe, is that needed for our kids to not be wearing these ski masks and everything anymore? Because now, the teachers and all that they have in place in these Harrisburg school districts, nobody wants to teach here.
No.
So now it's like, we wonder about role models and stuff like that. I don't have an issue with saying, yo, my role model was my 1st grade teacher.
Right.
My 6th grade teacher just hit me up yesterday. We're going out to lunch.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? And so I think it's like,
Well, so like that, and that goes back to your point. If you in the school, right, and you just feel like there's no role models, you still can find somebody in there clean if you really looking, bro. It don't have nothing to do
but
with.
I think it's presented differently.
Yeah, it's presented way
You know
different.
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
so for me, my teacher in
Yeah.
Central Dauphin School District, she's getting paid a lot of money. She's
Right.
pulling up to school. My principal, he pulling up to school in the Benz or whatever. It's cool to be a principal.
not in the biddy, not in the biddy.
No, I'm
You
just,
wasn't going to.
no, I mean, like, you know what I mean? But I'm saying, like, they can, it might be cool instead of Harrisburg, they have nobody want to teach there. You got a sub that's coming in, probably fresh out of college, just trying to get.
Chill,
You know what I mean?
don't do too much on the side.
Nah,
'Cause
but
my kids love me, and I give them game
but it's
every time.
But it's different.
And I'm gonna be the role model if they need me to.
But you're looking at it different.
Bro,
I give 'em game. Every chance I get.
Bro, everywhere I go, bro, my mom gave me the craziest quote. It's not about how much money you leave back, bro. It's always about how many lives you touch. That like you can touch and actually impact.
That's deep.
That's real rap though, bro.
No, that's real shit.
Bro,
Why you went all the way over there?
No,
though?
bro, I'm telling you, bro, that's the quote that she always talks
Yeah, you
about.
killing
Bro.
it.
You gotta impact lives, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you always gotta
So-
be able to try to reach back and try to get back or like give back to the younger people, bro. Like,
Yeah.
That's what I
So
look
what,
up to.
that's what I'm
so,
saying.
Bro, so it's like, bro, so every time I have the chance to be able to give a little game back, you know what I mean, bro? Because I've been through it, bro. You still here, like you still sitting right here. I got the chance to pour back into you. Can you trust it? I mean, and that's how I coach.
So can I be devil's advocate?
Go ahead.
What's up?
Go ahead.
So one of my biggest, like I said it too, like it's not about how many people, like it's about how many people you know affect on your journey. But when is it a time where we kind of say, fuck everyone else, it's about me and mine? So for instance, since I was a kid, I never seen, even now, we're older, we coach football. Mm-hmm. How much time are you spending coaching football away from your daughter?
That's a lot.
You never take work home.
So,
But it's a lot of time away.
You're
though.
spending a lot of time away.
Yeah, you is.
So when is it to a point where you kind of say, "Yo, I'm done helping everyone else. I'm gonna worry about mine."
I like that.
But that's what I'm saying though.
I feel like you know that
shit
point
like,
though.
for shit like that, for like y'all all coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
I coach Little League, so it's different.
but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. In my eyes, how I look at it with y'all coaching, I don't look at it as in like y'all look at it that way. Y'all really still doing that for yourselves.
Yeah.
Y'all doing it for the kids as well because y'all want to see these kids do good. But
If it was about me, bro, I wouldn't even be doing it, bro. I swear to God.
But that's what,
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I don't do it for no.
You
Bro,
would.
that's
I
just,
agree.
nah,
That's
bro.
like that's
Bro,
what I'm saying.
this
At
is
the end of the day,
look,
at
I ain't
the
about
end
to
of the
leak
day-
nothing.
At the end of the day, y'all can
This
say
is
what
why
y'all
this
want,
is-
but y'all just didn't let go of football yet.
I agree.
Y'all just did not let go.
I
of
agree.
I'm done with it, bro.
I don't agree.
I got caught in the
I
matrix,
agree.
bro.
No,
Bro,
I
bro.
Already let go of
No,
football.
It's a
been let go
void.
of
It's a
football.
void that we feel.
Already let
bro.
go
You
of
let go of
football.
playing football.
It
Yeah.
keeps us by the
Let
game,
go of
bro.
football.
I agree.
Yeah,
Like
but
the
I can walk away from
competitiveness
coaching and be okay.
Relationships now, bro.
My whole shit is, you know what fucks
Relationships,
me up, bro?
man.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I pour into a
Kids,
kid,
bro.
and then I'll be like, now I want to see him graduate.
Right.
It has nothing to do with
Now
me,
we gotta
bro.
do this.
I don't care
Bro.
about, bro. If you check, I don't care about the awards, the pictures, and none of that. The shit I get from it, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, keep it 100 with everybody. When my kid come back and say, yo, I took this, I did this, it's helping me now. I did this, Coach Lewis. I remember when, not even Coach, before I was even Coach Lewis, and I was working in Shatner. I had a kid hit me up the other day, bro. He a rapper, whatever the case is. Had his baby take care of his kids, whatever. He's a regular guy. Man. He takes care of it. He said, Coach, he's like, Lewis, I appreciate what you did, and that's the most payment I get out of this joint. If that's what I really in it for. Yeah, football took me to it to the point where, you know what I mean? I agree. I can still experience the competitiveness and the feathers of game day and shit like that. Yeah, being on the side of the field, I agree. I'm not ready to let it go
You can get stuck
all the
in
way.
the matrix too, bro.
But I'm really stuck.
No, but I'm
I
telling
really
you.
hate seeing it. I really pour into a kid and then I'm stuck. Oh, I want to see him graduate.
No,
I want to see him graduate. I want to see this. I want to see that.
I think that's the love of the game that you just
That's the love of
had.
the
You
game,
respect
yes.
the game so much
Mm-hmm.
that you're not going to disrespect it, and because
Let a young boy crash out.
yeah, you're so passionate about the game, you became a good coach.
So you don't still talk to you don't still talk to kids that don't play sports? I still talk to kids that
Yeah.
quit and don't play
That's
sports.
what
I mentor him
No,
at
it's
this
not.
point,
Yes, it is.
but I think
No, it's
all my
because
coaches,
you build a
I can't say
relationship
all
with
my coaches, but a
Bro,
lot
let's
of
not
coaches,
keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. That's not a part of coaching. We know a lot of coaches that do not communicate with kids outside of football. That's not a part
I
of
don't
coaching.
know.
No,
I personally don't know a lot of coaches. All the
Yeah,
coaches
that's
I
not.
know
That's not a lot. That's
That's a
not.
fact.
We can't say that's like something that
Yeah, no,
automatically.
that's not normal.
No, I'm saying
That's
I
not
personally
part
don't
of the
know
game.
because I ain't
Yeah,
into it
that's-
right now with
yeah.
coaching. But growing up for me, all the coaches that coached me from basketball, football, baseball, it's like 1,000%.
But that's
love.
because you see him around. You seen him around. Though.
so a
Our
question.
coaches
That's what I'm
living
saying,
more in
ain't
the
nobody-
area though.
I got uncles and friends and shit that's
Yeah.
not about to text me asking me if I'm okay. So
That's
like,
what
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
expecting a coach to say that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
There's a-
question to piggyback what off he said.
What's
When
up?
you first got into coaching, was it more so a copingism for your depression, like how to handle your depression?
That's
When
what
I-
I'm saying.
Yeah.
He got into football.
When I-
I mean, he got into coaching because of football.
Yeah.
But you say you just can't let it go now
Because of the kids.
You got too into
I'm
it.
too.
You
in-
might
I'm
be
too into
better
kids.
now,
Yeah.
but every single last one of us.
No, I agree. I
we
got
all
into it.
get into it straight because we don't want to deal with. You know what I mean? We got to get around the game. It's like we
Yeah.
got to hide.
Yeah. But I did, like I said, those 2 years, I wasn't really. I was depressed, but I was just going through.
Okay, so I'm asking you
I was
another
going
question.
through. Yeah.
Do you feel like with you coaching,
Mm.
it's holding you back financially, where to a space where you want to get to, where you want to, or be able to take care of your family the way you want to? Because we
Yes.
all know,
Respectfully.
we all coach high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all know how much time you got to be. We all know
It's 12 to 12.
That's your
The
passion.
12-hour
kicks in.
shifts.
And we
And
all
it's 7 days a
know-
week.
We all know that you're working for cents on the dollar.
Yeah. Not even.
Okay.
A little slower than cents. Saying. What you working for sure.
So
Shit,
my-
sure.
Until you have opinions.
Take these. It's saying in 50 pennies in there.
So when
yeah,
is,
I
so when
agree.
is enough enough?
For me, I'm gonna keep it 100. How hands on I am with my kids during football, bro, and how hands on I am in pouring into the kids, I wouldn't be able to do it.
That's bullshit.
It's not. It's true.
You're about to get married.
Yeah.
That's more important than that.
No, when I get
enough
it,
is when you, bro.
when my buck is really coming up, bro, I'm trying to tell you, I'm not gonna be able to be there and there for my buck, because I'm gonna be one to be there for my buck.
We
We
ain't
talking
doing
about
blind
it. They
rank
coach
or
high
none.
school. You coach the young boys.
Yeah, Poe. That's why I said that Poe Prime shit.
Yeah,
I don't know why he's
yeah.
saying that. You got a chip. Poe don't got no chip.
We saw
I mean,
the,
Poe Prime don't got no chip. Prime don't got no chip.
So
you don't wanna be
came out
Pope.
type shit. I mean,
You wanna be,
the young boys.
Poe
Just
Sirianni.
a little quick. I mean, 3 to 5 minutes. What made you make that decision where you like? 'Cause you could probably coach. I mean, I don't know, but if I'm looking at, you could probably coach a lot of places in the area that you want, high school.
Right,
Yeah, because he coached at Red Lane for
Yeah.
sure.
So-
Don't let him let that die. That was bad football.
He
out there.
coached that really.
He was a Patriot.
What made you pick the kids? A little quick. Just tell me a little quick why you picked
They
the
were
kids.
sharing the field out there.
Because let's get back on topic. I don't know what he's talking about right last shit. What made me pick the kids
Billy Bob and
was I had to
Arnold.
be selfish with my son. Like, I think sports right now is the most political, and there's a lot of shit going on. It's
I don't know about right.
So I think sports right now is really political, and I had to protect mine. You know what I mean? And it's like, not saying that nobody else was doing it the wrong way, because they had Purdy, he did a great job. But for me, it was like, I know he was leaving, and I had to be able to bring something out of my son that I know I could. And in the midst of that, I got into coaching Little League football being selfish. Now, I got into like, yo, I need to look out for my son now. I got to take care of my baby. But when I got into it, I fell in love with 31 other kids. You know what I mean? And one thing I learned from playing sports was, in order to
Little
be,
niggas, my fault, sidebar. Little niggas just bring so much joy to your life.
they do. It's a different love.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
different love. Like, cause I coach high school, I'm like, yo, I will coach Little League 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
But one thing I learned from playing the game and coaching it is like a good coach can coach. They can coach all of us. They can coach all the same. A great coach can understand what brings the best out of you. I bring the best out of you. Like, and for me, it was like being able to teach a kid who's damn near a puppy. He knows nothing about football, but I could teach you how to play the game at a high level. It was everything, and it was like, I don't know, bro. Like, I fell in love with that shit. It's just kind of like the.
So is you gonna follow your young boys up, or is you gonna stay there? The people want to know. Somebody called.
I mean, in reality,
No,
Coach
I was
Prime
wrong.
followed his young boy up, and he just got drafted 5th
Do the
round.
right
So you might
thing.
not want to do that.
And you're right.
So you might not want to do that.
In reality, too, I got more boys in Prime. But nah, my 3-year-old, my thing is this: like, I gotta give them all enough to go. Like, I don't want.
Yeah, you don't want to go out and not prepared.
Because also, as a father, what I do, and I know Prime did it, is I know how to hide my son's weaknesses. Prime did it with Shador. I'm gonna throw checkdowns and all that. So for my son, I
They
know.
ain't had no line either.
Yeah, but I know your weaknesses, son. So I'm gonna make sure that ain't getting exposed.
Prime, you ain't do that.
We gonna show all the good
You ain't
shit,
do that,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying? But I have a 3-year-old son that I'm betting the house on.
Yeah.
Like, my 3-year-old's the one. Now I can tell, like, the way he moves, the way he acts, he's the one. So I'm gonna give my son right now 2 years, and I'm gonna start over with him.
Yeah,
You
and
know
then
what
you
I
gonna
mean?
let him.
And
And,
then-
that's another thing. How do you go about just before we move on real quick? Because some people, some dads, you know what I mean, they can't let coaches coach. Like, they think they gotta be the coach on the field and at the crib. You know what I mean? Like, how are you gonna navigate that? Because sometimes you might not agree with what the coach is doing. You know what I'm saying?
He played quarterback, running back, linebacker. Yeah.
So sometimes.
Basically asking, like, how do you
How do you navigate
how
that?
do you
Yeah.
allow, when it comes to the time, or right now, how do you allow other coaches to coach when you know in your mind that you know football so well?
Yeah,
That's what you're
yeah,
saying?
because some people overstep and you can
It's
fuck that
tough.
relationship up
It's
with the
tough
coach.
because I love the game so much, and it's done a lot for me that I respect it, and I hate it when it's taught the wrong way.
Right.
So for me, I'm never gonna be the dad that's screaming, "Yo, da 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 da," but yo, coach, let's talk on the side.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
this is wrong, and I'm always the parent too at the crib. Yo, we gonna work on this because at the end of the day, I hate the parents who expect the coaches to make their son
do everything.
And then they wonder, and then they want,
Like, I want my son to be Anthony Edwards, but y'all at the crib playing the game.
But
like,
you also know how to decipher between a coach that's not coaching the right way and a coach that's not coaching your way.
right. No, absolutely.
That's a big thing.
Nah, that's big. And it's like, I think for me, it was more,
Man, that's a good
that's humbling though.
That's
It's
kinda
humbling
crazy.
because it's like, because something, like you said, the right way and your way, you might be thinking, hey, I don't need to do this, my son need to be here, but sometimes you just gotta sit back and check yourself. For me, like, I think what blessed me with that is I got multiple boys, so my older son went through that. You know what I mean? I had to take the time back and sit back and like, dang, okay, well, you know, maybe you need to work a little harder. You know what I mean? So I just think it's more so, the biggest thing for me is like, for real, I don't even want my boys to play sports, not sports, but football.
Yeah.
I don't want them to. Like, I want them to, like, I take them in my houses and show them that type of stuff because I know the percentage of making it to the NFL is 1%. But I know the percentage of you getting a house at 15, 16 years
Is that
old.
really the percent, or is that what niggas just say?
No.
Nah,
It is.
Yeah.
1%.
1% to make it. So you got to think about all the
That's a
Makes
good
it in
percent,
the
though.
Yeah.
1%'s good.
How much niggas make it to the NBA? 0.25?
That's nutty, bro.
No, 0.25 for an NBA, yeah, for sure.
That's
1% not a bad percent though,
1%
but it is a
is
bad
hard.
percent.
That's
crazy.
99% that you're
That's
not
the
going to make it.
Bro, that's
Wait,
the
is that
percent.
1% of males or 1% of people?
Period. To make
1%
it
of football
male.
players.
No. I think athletes, period, though. To
What?
me.
For football?
For football, yeah.
that's nutty,
It's like
bro.
1%.
Bro, I cashed out on the
Who's
crib.
focusing on the
I cashed out on the crib and made 100 bands in one sitting, right?
Right.
A week later, I went and got in the shower, called my homie and best friend. I said, yo, I see why famous people kill themselves. She said, oh my God, you about to kill yourself? I said, no. But it's like, you can have the most money in the world, you got all that shit and be empty, bro, because you don't got nothing else around you. And you be like, damn.
Bro.
For so long, niggas be like, yo.
Yo, man. Get back on that camera, bro. We having a good discussion.
But
No, we not. You didn't even hear it. You didn't even hear it. Let Pool finish what he talking about. You said you had 100 bands, and you made 100 bands flipping the crib. You talked to your homie. You was like, I see why people be killing themselves and shit.
yeah, so.
Yeah, exactly. Make him
real
pay
shit.
attention.
So, we talking
Make
about
kids.
rich. We talking about rich with money, right, and all that. So I was like, I did a crib and I did really well. Made 100,000 one cent, right? It gave me a check. Name gave me a check. The director bought 100,000 in my account. It was like 104. And I'm hopping in the shower and shit, and I'm calling my female best friend like, yo, I get it. I see why these actors, successful people, be offing themselves. You know what I mean? She's like, what the fuck you mean you about to kill yourself? I'm like, nah, I'm cool. But it'd be like, for so long, we chase money. Like we rate success off of money. We rate people who's popular off of money. But it'd be like, yo, the real gift is like being fulfilled, like with people around you. Like, nigga, I had 100 bands on one sitting, and I was at the lowest I've been in a while.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, and it's because it's like I ain't had a relationship I was supposed to have with my kids. I wasn't doing certain things, but I was just chasing money. And it's like the money there, but it's like, damn, bro, I don't even got nobody spending on.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it just
And
be
that
like,
be the key
that
to
rich
it.
shit be
That
real,
rich shit,
like,
and that's why we go back to what I was saying about being rich, bro. Being rich is something that what you value and how you know what I mean. That's how I look at it.
But I think it's like, I think it's a different conversation though, because it'd be like, I'd be a damn fool to tell you, like, all right, we don't want to be like, we all want to.
No.
We all want to be
You want to
at
be
that point,
comfortable.
you get what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
No,
You want to
comfortable
be
is a bad
comfortable.
word.
You're not
Comfortable is a
not comfortable. I'm sorry.
Secrets of
You
the
want to
Millionaire
be.
Mind. Read the book.
Yeah, that
Comfortable
is.
a bad
Comfortable
word.
is a bad word.
It's a
You
bad
do
word.
want to be financially free.
Yeah, so it's kind of
Yeah.
like,
That's why I got to that point in my life. I think I'm pretty sure I told Wilson before.
Yeah.
But I got to that point in my life where, like you said, we all want to be rich. But I got to that point in my life now where I just know I just want to get to that point. Because like, we don't know what rich is. Well, I'm going to say, let's say rich is $500,000 to $1 million.
Something different for everybody.
Something
Yeah.
like that. You feel me? I want to, so that's what I'm saying. My rich is going to be when I can take a trip monthly and don't got to worry about bills. Like, I got to that point in my life where it's like, that's
You
really
rather
all I
when
want.
you really just traveling every month like
If I
you
can
want
travel
to,
every month
you're
and
good.
not have to worry about bills. All that having $1 million
You're
shit,
cool.
shit kind of like,
Yeah.
you feel me?
And that's
Right
rich.
now,
That's
my
rich
goal-
to you.
My goal is to gain as much knowledge to when my sons get to that level, y'all motherfuckers gonna be
pass it
millionaires.
down.
And
But
y'all-
I'm going to steal this knowledge in y'all. Like,
Right,
that
right,
shit.
right.
I made
I agree.
decisions in my life that probably weren't the best.
I agree.
But like as a dad, I'm gonna make sure y'all don't make those decisions.
You know
But
what's
right now, I just want to travel.
You know what's fucked up, bro? It'd be like, I just had this conversation at lunch yesterday. It's like we all are millionaires. We just don't know how to access the tools to go out and get it.
That's
you
a
know what I
fact.
mean? It'd be like, damn, bro, like, our biggest thing is everybody like, yo, I want $1 million, I want $1 million. One of my mentors is a millionaire. Bro, they don't have cash. Like,
Bro.
when they get cash, they invest it. We all here like, yo, I just want to see $1 million in our account, da-da-da. Like, I had one guy tell me, one of my mentors, I was like, yo, all I want to do, a couple years ago, I was like, yo, I want to see 100,000 in my account. He said, yo, when you get it, call me. So I'm like, all right, man, I'm grinding, trying to get it. Got it, called him, yo, I got it. He said, you're an idiot. He said, you're an idiot.
Why you got that?
Why you got that? Your money's supposed to be working for you. And I didn't understand it. But it's like, I think our people, bro, we're so ignorant. Like,
Very
as far as
ignorant.
like, yo, we're trying to chase the dollar, but it's like, yo, how do we utilize credit? Like somebody said, like, yo, you got a 750, 800 credit score, you sitting on $500,000, but we don't know how to utilize it. You know what I mean? Like, why not get a business? You know, we got an LLC, and now we utilize our personal credit. Now we're getting 150,000, 200,000 on the business line of credit.
Don't let that go over your head. That's
Yeah,
game.
this is a free game right here. We giving
He
100.
charged for this usually.
We getting 100. We getting Chase is giving out 150,000.
Yes, he is.
Navy Fed. We're
Yes.
getting all these. We are getting all these
Truist.
lines of credit.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's like it don't even affect us.
All right, so listen. So not to dig into it too deep, right? This goes back to the role model shit and what I was kind of trying to ask.
Okay.
This is some shit you learning.
After.
Who the fuck is there? You feel me? Like there's not that much places for these. That's why I said with no sports and shit.
Yeah.
Where's these young?
I'm
boys
agreeing
gonna
with you.
learn that knowledge
I'm saying
from?
you gotta.
We don't gotta dig too deep
I'm
into
saying
it,
you gotta
but
use the
that's what I was trying
vehicles.
to-
What I'm saying you gotta use the vehicles.
Yeah.
So for me growing up, now I ain't gonna take myself out of it. But for some people, they got a certain role model that was for this time. You know what I mean? Not saying I'm about to use him and then move on and now I'm not about to. But I got this role model for this time. This helped me through, and now I get to this point. Now I'm in different rooms. Now I got another role model mentor that's taking me to this time. Now I'm in a different room. Now I gotta. It's one of them things you just like you said. You use if your role model out here is the bull that was getting money. Now he came home. He went to jail. Now he came home. He didn't turn himself into something or something different. And now you're like, oh wait, hold on, how you did that? I was looking up to you for this. You doing this? Now you used him. All right, cool. Now he's still my man. He's still my mentor. Now he didn't push me and swap me into different rooms where I can get a new mentor that's in this phase of my life. Because you get what I'm saying? I still got mentors that I still talk to, but I'm kind of past that phase. If that makes sense. I still talk to them,
Right.
but I don't, that phase that I was in with them that I started with, I'm not in that. I'm in a whole nother phase. So now I got other mentors that's in that phase with me.
But I think
you know what I
it's
mean?
more so understanding where you at. Because
Yeah, true.
For me, 6 years ago, I went to, and I'm not saying the name's my man. I went to a seminar, and I wanted a guy to be my mentor. I actually hit him up online. Yo, I love everything you're doing. I work for you. I just want to learn the game. Da-da-da. He didn't respond. Seen him out in person. Young boy, me like, what's up? Yeah. Look past me. I said, all right, that's a bet. I'm gonna be here.
Yeah.
5, 6 years later, I'm speaking at events and I'm doing different things where me and him he hit me up, yo, can we go to lunch? Are you free to go to lunch? Asking me, am I free to go to lunch now? The roles turn. But the old me, my mentality would have been like, man, fuck that nigga.
Right.
But it's like understanding like kind of where you at. Like everybody, you can't be in that certain room right now. You ain't ready.
You ain't ready.
You know what I mean?
You ain't
like,
ready.
Yo, everybody, shit, we play basketball. Shit, if the game's on the line and I'm not ready for you to pass me the ball, I ain't ready. And it's just kind of like on some shit where it's like
That's a crazy comparison, but I see what you're trying to
I
say.
told bro, I said, yo,
Yeah.
I said I can't accept constructive criticism. You feel me?
Yeah.
But it's like back to basketball, John. But it's like everybody be wanting the ball when it's game time. But if you got the ball, you won't know what the fuck to do
with it.
You know what I mean? So
That's
it's
a
like,
jab-
so it's
that's
like
a
big
gem.
shit.
That's what I'm saying though.
That's
but
a
at the
gem.
same time, though,
That's a gem.
At the same time though,
I
right?
gotta
I'm saying
play
5,
devil's
6 years
advocate.
later,
That's a gem,
y'all
bro.
in the same
Yeah,
room
that's
type shit
crazy,
like that.
yeah.
What happens if you messaged him 5, 6 years ago and he didn't respond to you, and now you got in that same room in a year and a half,
Yeah.
2
but
years?
That's tough.
But it's about relationships because what happened was the same
My
dude.
point to role model once again,
Right,
keep
but
going,
the same,
though.
but the
These
same,
all my
but
points.
no,
They're trying to spin that
Jump
to-
start.
So,
Bro, that's what I'm
so
telling
no,
you. You right,
so the same
Yeah,
dude,
makes sense.
so the same dude who put me on was I met him because I was working at Enterprise when I got out of school, and I had to every Friday I had to go pick somebody up, and he was the boy I picked up, my man from that was on all the $1 Million Worth of Game and all that, And I end up asking him, like, yo, he told me his vision, I told him mine. I end up seeing him, a couple months later, he doing his thing. Hit him up, yo, bro, I was looking for you. Bet, yo, I got you, show me the game. All he said to me was, yo, your homies do the same thing. So as much as we say, like, yo, we don't have like mentors and all that, I really think this shit is about who you hang with. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like when they tell us when we young
that's
boys,
you picking your room though, right?
But when they tell us when we young boys, yo, you hanging with 4 drug dealers, you gonna be the 5th one. Or you hanging with 4 millionaires, you gonna be the 5th one. You know what I mean? I think that shit's real. Yeah.
You are the company you keep. That's a real thing.
The company you keep.
It do. I agree with you.
What Los
I agree with you.
Like, you look at niggas, like, but that's what I'm saying. With my role models, I really look up to niggas that really like. Both my cousins, one been in jail 15 years, one been in and out of jail for the last 15 years, and then my dad, like, y'all know my dad, you don't know my dad for real, but like my dad, he my dad type shit, but like, it really took for me, like you said, like I'm just mentally strong enough to really know. Yeah. I love y'all and I look up to y'all, but I do not want to.
But you made that decision though. That's what I'm saying.
Hard,
I'm not saying it's easy.
It ain't never gonna
that's
be
not
easy.
That's not what I was saying. I'm saying you made that decision. It would have been
way easier for me
to just fall
to
in
pick
line.
up a flip phone and pick up some crack.
That's a fact.
To fall in line.
10 times. But that's what I'm saying. You made a decision, which was a hard decision. But everybody, like I'm going back to Poe's point, has to do that on their own work. Mentor, role model or not, you still got to decide one of them days, bro. I gotta do something different than I gotta hang on something different. I gotta be around something different.
Like, bro, to this day, bro, we crack jokes about us hooping and going to breakfast after that. The reason why I wanted to do it because I wanted to. We talked about it. I wanted us to get a chance where we all can feed off each other. You know what I mean? Yo, bro, I'm trying to get into the cribs. All right, come on, let's talk about that breakfast. I'm gonna show you how to get into it and how to get out of it. Just don't tell nobody else.
Right, because I'm right.
Nobody never asked.
Right.
So it got to a point where we a bunch of niggas who we're not going to the NBA.
No.
We come here to sweat.
Yeah.
But the ultimate goal
was
of the
DVD
was to network off each other.
Yes, and build relationships and grow.
So
exactly.
It's to a point, bro. It's like it wasn't just like, yo, we at the end of the day we gained a friendship where we started going to the club and we started having fun.
Yeah.
But yo, nobody increased the revenue by what we were doing, and that was the ultimate goal.
Not yet.
You get what I'm saying? Not yet. Even me, I dropped the ball because I said, yo, I need to learn about the stock market. I didn't come to you guys and say, yo, Los, teach me.
Yeah.
I did it. I dropped the ball.
Me too.
But it's like, yo, there's no reason why, bro, that we should be hanging together. One, we're old, bro. We all got girls, whatever the case may be. Why am I hanging with you? If we're not, you're not making me feel good. Okay. We're not getting no money together. Yeah. What are we doing?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Especially at the age that we're at right now.
Right. So if you're hanging with somebody, for instance, I talk to Chris D probably 4 or 5 times a day. Mm-hmm. All our conversations are about new construction building. How can we do this? How can we leverage money here? How can we do this here? So it's like, if we're having conversations and we're talking about the club.
That's 80%.
Yeah. Damn,
other 20.
Hey, yo, edit that out.
Kai having crazy behind the scenes.
Yo, edit that out.
Think about them as the 2 best things to not mean. If y'all want this shit to get on the line, send that bread.
Yo, but it's like, bro, like, think about it, bro. It's 14. How many of us be hooping? 14, 15 niggas.
Yeah.
So you telling me we don't got 4 or 5 niggas with good credit? I know for a fact I'm gonna shout him out. B. Lamel got 800 credit score.
I know he do. He just looks like he don't do nothing but sit on it.
He pays bills all the time. Auto pay shit.
Auto
shout out to bro.
Yeah,
but people don't even know, bro. Like, you can have a group of people, create an LLC, leverage one to get the house that you want. Y'all get the funding that you want. Y'all flip the crib. Y'all do 60 bands. Y'all split apart. Now everybody do the same strategy. Yeah. And y'all can use the same person. Y'all
that's like, game right there.
That's the thing though. That is game.
But some niggas be acting like you just said.
Niggas ain't handing it out like that.
It's not even about handing it out.
Like,
you intertwine business and friendship. A lot of niggas are weird.
I agree with that too.
And that's the thing.
My truck business went down because of that shit.
And that's the thing.
No funny.
You can say
we
right
talk,
now.
We talk about
it's so
that.
crazy. You can say right now that, oh, nah, I know the niggas around me not gonna do that until the niggas around you do that.
No.
But also too,
I know the niggas around me doing that. I know
niggas around me not doing that.
I know that.
Yeah, I know that for a
Tell
hundred.
y'all niggas some fuck shit.
No, that aren't doing that.
I don't think that.
What?
I think I'm saying There is niggas that,
But
like you
just be on
said,
some weird shit,
that
yeah,
when
yeah,
you
yeah,
mix
yeah.
friendship with business or family with business.
But my thing is this.
Because family did me the worst.
But my thing is this.
Did me dirty.
I'm not mixing
Left.
friendship and family with business. Though. I'm not doing it.
Merc-
Like for me, it's kind of like if we got off the mic right now and y'all all ask me, yo, bro, how can I get a crib?
Right.
I can show you from A to Z how to do it.
Right, that's a fact.
Like,
I'm going to ask you after this, too.
I'm not telling y'all. I'm not telling y'all like, oh, yo, y'all partner up is on you. But I'll tell you this, yo, I don't partner with none of my homies.
Yeah.
Because it gets gray.
It do.
What
It's
if
a
you
gray
in the house
area.
one day, I'm not. We break out 100 grand. Who gonna get the money?
Yeah, that's a gray
You gonna
area.
feel like you should get 80 and I should get 20. Like,
Yeah.
nah, then it gets gray.
Yeah.
But I just think like, at the end of the day, bro, like we older now. We don't use enough of our resources. Bro.
That's a fact.
And it's like there's no reason why
I agree with that, too.
we all going to the club and it's, you know what I mean? Like, I look at it like this, bro. If you my homie, bro, and you my man, you ain't gonna be like, you ain't gonna be fucked up.
Start bringing the club up, bro.
The club's bad with us.
Yeah, it's
No,
bad
but
with
at the
us.
same time though,
It's gonna be
niggas
cool.
really be going to the club. I don't know how much y'all spent at y'all club and shit like that, but niggas really be going to the club deep as shit, and that receipt come out,
And everybody like this.
No, not even that.
No, they is.
Even if they do pay the money, they don't even know on the outside. Like, nigga, yo, we could have put this bitch in on something.
We could have got a crib with this
We just spent
bread.
15 bands in this club. Why don't we go down payment?
But it's the mentality because it's the what it looks like when the bottle come out of sparkles. I ain't gonna hold you.
Niggas be weird. Niggas be.
You
I
said
like
it was
that.
the mentality and the way when the bottle come out.
I like it. I like it. I feel like I'm the man again. You feel me? When the bottles come out with my sign and shit, I like that shit.
D2R.
You know what I mean? I like it. Shit, I worked hard. But I know that I ain't gonna have to check into my account and be like, oh, I can get this
That's
behind
a fact.
tripping. You
That's
know
a
what I mean?
fact.
So
No,
it's
that's a
kind of
fact.
like, I just think that we, you know what I mean? I think we be dropping the ball, bro.
Yeah, I
Even
do.
with that, like, we don't ask for help. We don't, even homies, I don't know about y'all, like, but like, I know with my niggas, I don't call my niggas and be like, yo, what's your mental today? 1 to 10.
Nah,
I don't check up on
nah.
them. Well, I gotta do better.
I do too.
You know what I mean?
I talk to
I
my
think we all
niggas a
gotta
lot,
do better
but
at
I don't
that. We
check.
all gotta do
Yeah, we
better.
do.
We don't
But like you
We
said,
talk,
that's
but
just
we
how
don't check.
raised, though.
That's how we
Yeah,
raised. So
but
even-
we do got to do that more.
But it's even to a
I
point.
call
Yeah.
niggas and I hear the tone. Oh,
Yeah, I hear your tone. Now we can
bro,
talk.
you gonna do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That's
we
a
don't
fact.
check, bro.
We don't check. No, that's a
like,
fact.
it's crazy, bro. Like,
Cause I'm good at hiding if I'm not in the. I mean that too.
because like, yo, we think shit. You got money, you good.
Yeah.
You know,
You're never good at hiding it, bro. You think you're good at hiding it, but all your
You think
homies
so?
know when you're not nigga.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
for sure.
I didn't think
But
so.
even to a fact where it's like, it's
I be
even,
thinking the same shit. The niggas be knowing like, oh yeah, my
Y'all about you? Yeah, I'm calling me.
But to finish the episode off, I got a would you rather and I got a blind rank. I mean, all time running back edition.
Okay, I like that. You might know a little bit of something about
Yeah.
that.
Start the would you. I mean, I'm gonna start off with the would you.
Oh yeah,
rather.
nah. Can you send me that joint for the credit, please? Appreciate
got
it.
you.
We was talking about that connecting.
Start off with the would you rather. Would y'all rather randomly? This
Okay.
happens one time a day though.
All right,
Every day this happens.
all right,
One time a day.
okay,
Your clothes vanish off your body.
okay.
But it's not the same time every day, so you can't be on some 4 o'clock. I'm
I'ma
gonna be in the crib.
all right,
No,
so
it happens
wait, all right.
one time a day.
Okay.
One time a day, your clothes vanish off your body, butterball naked.
Gotcha. Birthday suit.
Or 2, you only can use used toothbrushes.
What you mean? You
You
gonna use
using a
toothbrush?
used toothbrush.
Huh?
You using a used toothbrush.
Oh, you can only use used toothbrushes.
Used toothbrushes.
yeah, that's a wild zone.
Cause
That
niggas
is
breasts
so
be stinking,
wild,
bro.
bro.
Cause I tell, and I'm one of them friends dude. I tell you if your breast stink. I'm not gonna not tell you, but I don't play like that.
My breath be stinking?
No,
You never
I
told me, so
I
you
never told you. I'll tell you if your breast stink, bro. Cause you know why?
Nah, cause when my
Bro,
tooth
gonna
was
slide
fucked
you a
up,
minute.
when my tooth was fucked up before I got that shit pulled,
Shit was hummy.
I think my shit was humming a little bit. I
Did you actually?
I talk to the
Did
side.
you actually,
niggas.
lady, was it hummy?
I talked to. I don't know. She,
Oh,
never
you
used to-
going
she
like-
ain't gonna tell me.
I just want one of these.
I know.
joints.
I know somebody that talk
Yeah,
like this
yeah,
too
yo.
in the biddy.
You gotta get you one of these joints.
Send it to yourself. It's a bunch of them.
Oh yeah. How you talking about sending to myself and you got my number?
At the bottom joint. I'm just,
How you do that? Yeah, cause I don't want to go through your shit.
Which one you doing though?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it 100. Use who? Like use who? Like is this somebody you
yeah,
know?
I'm using it too, bro.
Is this somebody you know?
No.
Is it somebody you know, super?
You just go like when you go buy a toothbrush from Rite Aid.
It's already used.
Hey, yo, hold on, wait though. So the one was used toothbrush and the one you should get naked anywhere.
No, vanish.
Yeah,
like
clothes is
anytime
vanish.
off you randomly.
Like,
I'm a constant nigga.
But it's
I
only
don't care
one
about
time
my
a day
shit
though,
going
right?
away.
When
What
you
time of
make
day?
fun.
You don't know what time.
I don't care what my
Imagine
shit
you're in
go.
the front of the church singing.
Oh yeah, cause you sing. They gonna be like, we ain't want to know Rolly like that. We're in the house of the Lord.
Imagine y'all niggas in the middle of a DVD session in the post.
That's wild.
Bro,
back
back
niggas
up.
down, they
Bro,
all
back
your
up,
clothes come
bro.
off.
Back up, bro. You gotta get away from me. You see I'm naked.
I'm out of here.
Like,
They're real active during the game. though,
I
so that's
am
like,
real
wow.
active. But see, I'm super.
Oh, nah, stripping naked in front of the kids
I'm
at
super.
school.
Oh my God! Or the football
Job's
kids.
gone.
Yeah, you know what?
Now, what if you
Jail's coming.
what if you're walking down the hallway going to class and that's just truth?
I'm going to use
I'm cool.
toothbrushes,
I
bro.
might.
Yeah.
I'm going to use toothbrushes too.
Maneuver.
I got
going to
gum
use
on me all
toothbrushes.
day.
Yeah, cause I can't be naked. in
Heavy
front of
out toys.
So like when they use toothbrush, you don't know whose toothbrush you use.
kids. Do you don't know what they used it for?
Nah, I'm cool.
So they could have cleaned the toilet with
Hopefully
it.
they use it for their teeth.
Nah, I'm cool.
Hopefully.
It's all mental. I'm good.
That is a mental thing.
So what you want to tell yourself?
It's a new
It's a new
toothbrush.
toothbrush.
It's not though, because you know it's not.
It's a new one though.
Nice.
Today.
Same way you're gonna be walking around every time you in a public space you running because you know your clothes might about to come off.
Yo, that's wild.
Nah, I wouldn't go outside. That's crazy.
Nigga game
Brush
plan
easy,
that.
John. You just disinfect that John before you use it.
How you disinfecting it?
I'm just gonna put
Bro.
some alcohol on it.
Nah, I'll probably
Boil
do
it
a
with hot
toothbrush
water.
too, because I just probably just brush my teeth.
Can you
off.
imagine like getting out your whip, pumping gas in your clothes? Just,
Oh, bro, brushing your
come
teeth
on.
with your fingers is dirty work. And I know all y'all niggas, me
I
too.
brushed my
We
teeth
did
with
it.
my
Y'all
fingers
niggas is
before.
crazy,
And it
bro.
didn't work.
Why do we? That did.
No, you
You
didn't
ain't do it
scrub nothing
right.
off.
You ain't do it
yo,
right.
that's the wildest John now.
What was you just doing? That was crazy.
No, bro, you gotta brush your teeth.
Pause.
And then I get the tongue.
That
Niggas-
was crazy.
Bro,
Nigga was touching his own
He just
tonsils.
put his tongue
Bro,
down.
you gotta get your tongue when you brush your teeth, bro.
Nah,
so like,
bro.
do it with your fingers.
Bro,
crazy.
stop, bro.
It's
You're
like-
trying to gag.
It's like, bro.
Pause. You trying to touch your
bro.
tonsils, bro. I ain't playing like
niggas
that.
crazy,
You touching your tonsils out here. I don't like
I
that.
never did that.
Bro,
Yeah,
you ain't never brush your tongue?
You
Nah,
did-
with my
you did go
with my
off the
finger.
dog in the middle.
No,
Yeah,
no, no.
that's
Let
a-
me
yeah.
tell
My
y'all.
fault.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I
You
did
never
it. I
brushed
did
your
experience
tongue?
that. Nah, when I brushed
Bro.
my teeth with my finger, I never did it. I never hit the
You
tongue.
never hit the tongue?
No, I was just top and
Oh, I
bottom
never
teeth.
hit my tongue with
No,
with
not
my
finger?
bro. What you
Tongue with
trying
your
to do?
fingers. Wow.
Tongue with your finger. I never hit my
Am I
tongue.
bugging?
Yes, you're bugging. I never hit my tongue.
Bugging.
You
I
don't
never
want no
hit-
toothpaste on your...
Not with my when I'm brushing my teeth with my finger. I never hit
So
my
did
tongue.
you use like an extra like new joint? Like
You got a new
you
strip.
got new strip.
Yo, bro, after you hit your teeth, you put the new strip on your finger and then you hit the vibe.
tonsils.
Oh, that's
Not the tonsils, bro. You hit the tongue, bro.
How you do it?
Bro, come on. Y'all niggas is getting crazy. Like, I was just saying,
So
like,
you
when
ever
you
gag like
brush your
brushing
teeth.
your teeth?
Chill, bro.
what?
You ever gag like brushing your teeth?
Yeah.
Nah, like when my thumb was scratchy, I used to try like scratch my.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, what I'm trying to do?
Y'all niggas did that shit before.
That's
No, nobody did that.
Y'all never did that shit.
I
Somebody
accidentally-
in the back of my throat.
I accidentally gagged
Y'all never
when I
did
was
that
brushing my
What you say?
teeth.
So like, oh see, look, let's change it. Take a shot.
This nigga said he used to put
Y'all never did that?
What did do it again?
So like,
toothbrush
so like,
down
if
his
your throat
throat.
was like hurting, like you woke up like you had a sore throat or whatnot, I always like, not always, but I like,
you just deep throated it.
nah, I used to try like, I just try to like brush like where it was hurting at to try to
The
get
tonsils.
the back.
You trying to bust the tonsils.
Y'all
So
know.
you try.
Trying to brush the back of your throat, pause.
It sounds wild explaining it.
Exactly.
But I feel like
Just take
everybody
a
do it.
halls.
Huh?
Just take a halls.
Yeah, but you're right.
Drink some hot tea. You put your fucking toothbrush down your
I'm
throat.
gonna keep it a bean though.
Oh my god, that's
If
easy.
y'all ain't
did
never
that?
gagged. No, y'all ain't never gagged. Nothing like when you was brushing your teeth.
Nah,
Pause.
bro. Nah.
You
You're
never
lying.
did?
Nah.
He's
Molly,
lying.
you're lying.
He's
bro.
lying.
You're being weird.
He's
now.
lying.
Brushing your teeth.
Bro, you never brush your
He's
teeth.
lying. Because you have to. You have to when you brushing your tongue.
gotta brush your tongue, man.
You have to when you brushing your
It's not
tongue.
mandatory. You had to, but you going to do it.
You're going to do it brushing your tongue when you cleaning your
Especially if
tongue.
you like cleaning your tongue right.
Hey, I see
Yeah.
the joint. If it was 100
Bro, I know you gagged.
Your back of your tongue got all that shit on it. What?
If it was
Pause.
100 dicks on the wall, how many would you choke on?
Yo, what the fuck?
That's
What
crazy.
is going on?
That's crazy.
If it was 100 dicks on the wall, how many would you choke on?
What are you talking about now?
Why are you asking
I'm not
me
doing no
that?
dicks.
You a pro.
What? I'm not putting my mouth on no dicks.
No.
He's crazy.
He said if there's 100 dicks on the wall, how many would you choke on?
He
He
said
said
none.
none.
And
He
it
said,
said
I
you
know
a pro.
you are because you're a pro.
See?
That shit's wild,
Bro,
bro.
after the camera, we can rumble, bro. I don't play like that.
Niggas about to have to start paying. to come
Yeah, they got. Thank you, Kai. He get crazy with the dick
I see
shit.
that joint, bro.
Nah, bro,
I'm
he
glad
get
you
crazy.
answered it before. I'm like,
Yeah, I said what?
Man, I'm not putting my mouth on no joint.
said,
Just
I
like
know
he asked the
bro.
question one time, bro. Nigga sucking his own. You mean?
what?
I didn't ask that question.
You
I
did.
said somebody said that.
You said that. You asked.
What?
I didn't ask that
All right,
question.
what'd you say then?
I was on the game with a nigga and he basically said if it was possible for him to suck his own mans, he probably would have tried it. I didn't ask them if y'all gonna suck your own mans up here.
You said that.
I didn't say that.
So, Paul, would you try that shit or no?
No, that's
no.
Like, that's wild. Like,
That's
that's like,
super wild. It started off with, I'm not gonna go too crazy into it, but it started off with a post of a girl saying she know her nigga nasty because he nutted on her and licked it off.
that's wild.
That's
Super wild.
Like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
I don't even know what that dick tastes like. I'm fine with that.
So like, okay,
I
so
think I'm okay with that.
if you get some head and like nut in her mouth and shit, are you kissing her after and all that?
For sure. For shit, sure.
Like, is it
Right
like,
after I nutted her mouth, no.
Not right after, no.
so you gotta let her? She gotta do a couple swallows to clear it
No,
up?
she only gotta do that. Just go in there and wipe the nut off.
No, I'm saying y'all laying in the bed, like, and then she just to reach over to kiss you.
She's no.
Wait.
She's gonna
What's
go
the
like,
scenario? Hold on.
she's gonna go like this
Wait,
She
first.
just give me head,
Yeah,
I bust in her
I'm
mouth,
a
and then she
big
come up and
man.
lay on my chest and
So you just got done
"Give me
hitting it. You just got done hitting it. You might not nut. You know what I mean? And then she finished you off, top you off. She, you know what I mean? You
I'm
nut.
kissing her.
And then y'all laying there,
No, that's what I'm saying.
gonna
What
go
you mean
like
we just
this.
laying? What do you mean we just laying there?
like y'all.
Did you
just,
drink a bev afterwards?
Nah,
or
it's
something?
over. Like you just lay.
No
like,
bathroom
like,
break,
like,
no
like, you
nothing.
Like
like,
she got from off of me and came up and laid on my chest. and
like
said,
she got
"Mama,
off. She
give
got
me a
off of
kiss."
you.
I might not.
She got off of you.
tripping.
Like she
Nah,
got
I
off
might
of you.
not.
You're tripping.
Are you?
I'm kissing my bed. You tweaking out.
I'm not right after nutting her in her mouth.
Right
No,
after?
bro.
I
listen.
watched that before, bro.
She's not gonna have.
she
She's
spit out,
obviously not
She
gonna
not
have it
nut in
on her mouth.
obviously.
not
I
gonna
think
have
for
it
me,
in her mouth.
I'm not mature enough.
I'm kissing
No,
her.
I'm not
You're
kissing
12.
her.
You're
So wait, are you
you're-
kissing a bitch?
You're 11.
All right, so if a
You're
bitch is
11,
just giving you
He's
head
10.
and then you get on top of her, you kiss her then?
Did I nut?
No, you didn't nut.
Oh
She
yeah,
just
I do
sucked
it. It's
your
my
dick.
dick. Yeah, I'm
All
cool.
right,
I'm cool,
yeah.
cool, cool.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
feel like
same thing?
after the I feel
No.
like after the nut, it does add a
Bro,
little bit.
there's no semen on her mouth or nothing.
So like, are you like?
There's no semen on her mouth, bro.
I don't know. I ain't saying
I'm giving
that's why.
my Joan a peck.
Am I?
You do gotta be
Listen,
mature.
Am I hearing this right?
He
Time
said
out. I don't
after you
know.
get the head,
After I
right?
get the head, right?
You come.
After my bitch
come
get
to
that
mouth.
sucking
So-
my dick. Hold on, time
And she
out.
want to kiss.
The music's
I'm
playing. Hold on,
kissing
wait.
my-
Let me set the scene.
Set the scene.
Go ahead.
Because he didn't set the scene. He never does.
I was saying that.
So you got ride wave. I'm a ride wave.
No, I'm not a robbery. I'm not fucking a robbery.
So ride waves on TV. All right, somebody's on
fucking
TV.
Rod Wave.
Go ahead.
You start
Hold on.
hitting it. You start hitting it.
Right.
You know, we practice safe sex on here on Too Real.
Yes.
So you got condom on, so you probably don't
Who
nut.
does?
No.
Fuck.
We're all in relationships. Except for Ro. He practices safe sex.
Who practiced that outside of relationships?
I don't either. I'm
Shut
sorry.
up.
With my lady, I don't practice with relationships.
No,
It's
I don't even
outside.
know.
Outside of relationships?
Oh, you say outside? Oh,
I ain't
alright.
even
What's the percentage of females you fuck that you use a condom? Keep it a bean.
Don't ask him.
Keep it a
He
bean.
got 6 kids.
He told me he practiced sex.
He's the nigga that put me on Plan B.
I know that.
This is a 2-hour show.
Hey, listen,
fucking
y'all speaking
crazy.
of role models, right? This is somebody I was looking up to, right? Shout out to Michi Walker. He just got a chip with PSAC. He got a PSAC championship. Right? We went out, right? Post still, he going to Stony Brook at that time because he left this out in his whole introduction. He went to Stony
don't
Brook
talk about
because
that.
I know Key Dart. And Key Dart know Poe. Shout out to Key Dart. He's
Key,
doing
that's
his
my
thing
man.
right now.
I
He's
like
a
it.
guy. He's definitely, he came rocking. He was fast. Whatever. Bam. All right. He at Stony Brook, right? He come
Can I
back.
tell y'all why I went there though
Hold
before you went
on.
there?
Stop.
They
Before
played.
you
They
go
supposed to
there.
play Cincinnati week.
They
one. They took them off
was.
the
And he went
schedule.
there, yes. So then he come back, he training with us, right? I'm talking shit. Paul, you slow, we raced. I mean, we all raced. We ain't gonna talk about that. All right. We get to his trunk, right? He like, yo, you in college, right? Man, me and Meech, we in college. He like, yo, let me tell you what you know what I mean? Because you out there at that, pop the trunk. He got 80 Plan Bs in his fucking trunk, bro. And he put, but then,
Don't get on my podcast talking about we practice safe sex.
but he put me on though because I'm in my head like, yo,
Crazy.
that's how you was beating her. Huh, pop this Skittle. Huh, take this Skittle. And he was like, bro, 100% of the time. It's not 100%, but it's 99.
So let me tell y'all though. Let me tell you how the role.
Shout out to my role model, Poe.
So let me tell you how the role model shit.
Me and
plays
Meech
into
was
that.
playing games with the Plan Bs.
So I was 16 years old. I shouldn't have been in there. I was in Philly. Shady at a party. So I'm in a party with Shady and all them Mike Vick, Kevin Hart.
Oh my God, that's crazy at 16.
I end up acting crazy after the party, and Shady introduced me to Plan Bs. He opened his trunk. Yeah, like 50. I'm like, oh shit. He's like, yo, you just give him Plan B, you good. And that was his drawing. Do you want water or you want juice? So I had to pass it down.
You did.
How many children do you have right now?
None.
You learn. So that's a good role model.
No, he just lucky.
I'm,
He's just lucky. Yeah.
I might be, but he put me down.
But look though, let me set the mood though. So you got music playing, you and girlie, you start kissing her, you end up hitting her, you put a condom on, being safe.
Yeah.
But, because this is edited out, right?
No.
Okay. Because you're used to having unprotected sex, you have a condom on, so you don't know.
Right.
Right. So she peeped that, she rolled over, she give you the
Finish
head.
you off, yes.
She
Wipes her mouth before she.
I don't know.
kiss.
Like she give you the head, you nut in her mouth, boom. Whatever she do after that, you're not paying attention if she wipes her mouth or not, because
I am.
when you're nutting, it's a high intense situation.
Very, very
You know what I'm
intense.
saying? If the head's crazy,
It's 30 seconds of intensity.
right. So if the head's
Yes.
crazy, your toes is curling, your calf muscles might be cramping.
Everything's extended.
Right.
You're,
And it depends what happened after you nut, how she is. If she keeps going.
Oh, that's crazy.
you
You're
don't
really
know-
shaking.
Exactly.
You're shaking like a bitch.
Exactly.
right
So
now.
you
Yeah.
don't know. So now
Okay.
she finished you off where you got it like, babe, I'm done. She lay down, head on your chest.
Right.
Cause y'all chilling, listening to music,
I'm
watching
giving her
TV,
a
talking
kiss.
about it, and she leaned up to give you a kiss.
Respectfully, bro, you did the job. I'm giving you.
Respectfully, I'm giving you a kiss.
Yo, cause you did the job.
No, not even that.
job.
Y'all like y'all talk, but are we speaking from our females?
Yeah,
or
is
you
it
speaking-
is it my?
I'm giving my
female?
Joan a kiss.
Is it my female?
I'm giving my
Is
Joan
it
a
my
kiss.
bitch?
It's everybody, bitch.
No, it ain't. If it's everybody's bitch, no, I'm
it
not
should
giving her a
be-
kiss.
Even if
Is
it's
it my
bitch,
female that I
even
do
if
this
it's
I'm
shit?
giving her a
Yeah.
kiss.
right after, if I don't even
I'm giving you a kiss.
I busted her mouth,
That's wild.
and I don't even see her walk into the bathroom or nothing.
That's wild.
You're not
She just
giving
come and lay on my chest.
You're not giving her a kiss.
I might not, bro.
That's weird.
Cool, bro.
I'm kissing my bitch after she sucked my dick. For
No,
sure.
that's weird.
me
But
too.
why'd you busting her Joan if you can't accept that that's in there?
That's wild.
Bro, it's the same
So
thing, bro.
so when
No,
you
I
tongue
don't.
kiss
I
her,
never taste. No, I never
You don't know
taste.
what it tastes like.
I never taste semen. I don't
So
know.
we
You
know-
don't know what it tastes like.
I don't know what it tastes like.
So we not
don't say
seeing
you
if
never
she's
tasted
swallowing
it.
or
What
not.
the-
Because you don't know if you ever kissed her and you tasted it
Time
because
out.
you don't know what it tastes
I
like.
Bro,
want
I
some
knew if I'd have
kinky-
kissed her and tasted
my thing is
semen.
this.
We on some kinky shit.
This
Like,
ain't my
we didn't
thing,
even
like-
see if she swallowed
Because
it or
I
not.
would know it's a different taste from
Like,
what I'm
we on
used
some
to taste.
super
It went
kinky
in.
shit like that.
But
I
this is
would
my
know
thing
that.
though. This is my thing though. We're
I would know
done.
that.
We're done. So why are we kissing anyway? Like our romantic moment is over.
Man,
Like,
you don't kiss your bitch after
The
the
climax is crazy.
Yo, bro, y'all
I'm like
weird.
forehead
With y'all,
kiss.
I'm
y'all
kissing
weird
my
with y'all.
bitch,
Y'all
man.
weird with y'all ladies in my opinion.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Who?
I'm kissing
I'm
my
kissing
shorty
her
after
bitch.
she give me head.
I'm kissing her if she swallows my yin and yin.
Yeah, I'm kissing.
In
And
the
she,
first 3 minutes,
I'm kissing
you're
her.
kissing her.
Yes.
you're sick.
I'm not
That's a
sick.
little- that's a little full
Y'all
of comfort.
immature.
We're sick.
Yeah, y'all immature.
You're childish.
So are you asking like, yo, baby,
You're
give me a kiss?
childish.
Are you just like,
No,
like,
no.
No, that ain't no.
No.
She's obviously
All right,
not
so
going to
listen.
kiss me with semen on her
Keep
mouth.
being. How many times?
Y'all niggas
Listen,
are-
how many
sure.
times did you eat something and then somebody had to tell you, yo, you got something in your teeth?
That's a lot. A lot. What that got to do with anything?
So you saying it's just around and
Yes, it's a very good chance that.
So now she gotta go brush her teeth.
All right, watch this. Watch this, bro. Watch how I fuck him up.
Right, go ahead.
you asked me if pussy and kissing you.
Okay, you eating pussy and kissing her. Just take it further. Right?
Right.
Y'all eating ass. We're grown.
Nah.
Y'all not eating ass?
Oh, you don't eat ass, guys.
I did, but I'm
Oh,
not.
you don't eat
Bro, that's
ass.
not good. Hold on.
All right, good.
All right.
Good.
So,
Yeah,
so,
man.
so, okay.
That's a wild joint thing.
Hold on. She such a dick, whatever. She came, you know what I mean? 3 minutes later, there was nothing there. You know what I mean? 3 minutes later. Okay. You ate her ass.
Right.
You ate her ass. She probably, maybe she went to the bathroom or whatever the case. Whatever. She was in the shower. Don't matter. Right? Is the butthole really clean? Right?
Yes.
All right, it is. Okay. You ate the ass. Cool. You don't want her. So after you ate her ass, would you feel some type of way if she wouldn't kiss you after that?
Yo, bro, I'm cool
That's
off
not
the
the
ass
same,
shit,
bro.
bro.
I'm asking you.
But that's not the same.
Cool off the ass shit.
I'm asking you a sweet.
Nah,
If
I'm
I
cool
eat,
off
but
that
listen though,
shit.
and all I see, I'm answering the question. If I eat my bitch's ass and then she doesn't kiss me afterwards, yes, I feel some type of way.
Exactly.
That's not the same.
Why?
Why ain't it?
I'm not even. First
Why
of all,
ain't it?
Whoa.
I'm not
Wait, hold on.
agreeing with that.
To
I'm not
clarify
being-
this,
Bro,
hold on. To
this
clarify
is
this.
I'm not
This
gonna
bitch
over
said
it.
Like when I
I'm
do
cool on
this,
that
am I
ass
doing this
shit.
because I know my bitch like this?
Yes.
All right, yeah. If she doesn't kiss me afterwards, yes, I feel.
Did
some
y'all
type
have
of
a
way.
conversation to see
So
if
you don't think
like same
it?
as
You don't think
calm.
your Jones gonna feel some type of way, nigga? I just satisfied you. Hold on, time out, nigga. I just satisfied you, and you
Strong
did not.
about this shit.
I'm
I'm telling
tripping.
you,
I'm
no,
an
this
adult.
real shit,
You
yo.
gonna sit here? You
That
gonna
nigga
sit
being
here?
immature.
And I satisfied you, nigga,
Yeah.
and you gonna feel like I'm not about to kiss you with semen on my mouth, but at the same time,
Pogo get out here and be like, all the Jews I got to drop, these niggas had me in here.
nah, he dropped you.
Hey,
So
yo,
I'm
hey,
saying,
hey, hey. Now I got a question though, like,
what's up? You're immature, Paul.
No, like
You gotta grow up.
He
You ain't
talking about
mine.
it.
How old are you? 29.
20. We're all 28. He's 28.
I turned 29.
So you're immature.
I'm a little
Paul.
older,
You gotta
so it
grow
might
up,
be
Paul.
like.
Paul, you gotta grow
Can
up.
we edit this part? So I'm saying, let's
No,
edit
we're
this
not
part out.
editing this. So don't say nobody's
Los,
name.
don't compare eating ass and nothing in the girl's mouth the same way. That's
Why
what
not?
I'm saying.
How?
Because we just said that we're
That's
kissing
hard.
a
It's really
bitch.
like-
The ass is
We're
nasty.
kissing a
Hold
bitch
on, like-
after, and we're kissing a bitch after she give us head. We're just not kissing her after a nut.
What's
So
the
you gotta
difference?
compare it to the same as
Is that
I'm
normal
eating a bitch
sex?
ass
And
and,
then she
she's
shit.
sharp, and now she want to kiss me sharp mouth. Like it's not the
Bro.
same, bro.
You gotta add,
It's
bro.
the same,
You
bro.
know he goes left sometimes.
It's not
No.
the same.
He's going to laugh.
No, so,
And
so, I,
Paul's
so, I,
agreeing with him.
so I have a
Paul's
question. No,
immature.
I ain't. I'm on his side. This whole I'm on his side.
These niggas
So I have
is
a question
immature.
though, like,
Okay, go ahead.
so like, is it like routine? Like, all right, baby, like, you know how you get your girl. You've been with your girl so long. You know how the sex is gonna start. You know how. You know what
I know
move
what's
you gonna do.
happening.
You know
Yeah.
when you gonna put your leg up. You know
I
when
know
you
everything's
exactly.
happening.
So like, is the ass eating the ass a part of like the routine?
We had this conversation.
No, it's not routine.
Listen, I told them niggas,
No,
I eat ass.
no, the ass
once
is
every 3
surprise.
months. You know what they told me?
Yeah.
I'm drawing. I'm
Bro.
supposed to eat ass more than that.
At least once a month.
That's nasty.
At least once a month.
They told me to eat ass more than that.
Look, that's
They told me I don't love my
I
girl.
don't. First off, I don't drink off another niggas or females. You got grown
They
people.
told me I don't love my
I
girl
don't
because I
know.
don't eat her ass that
don't.
much.
Yo, hey, yo,
You love her, but
to
you
answer
ain't-
your
you don't let her
question,
know.
like
Y'all
that.
need to turn my bitch
no,
out. Y'all turn my bitch out. Don't.
Are you
Stay away from
serious?
pose, bitch.
bro.
He say
But
he
time
was-
out, yo.
Bro.
The eating ass is the fireworks, though. Like you never know what is gonna happen. That's gonna answer your question.
never know.
No, like you never know.
firework put a
Bro,
rope.
You don't go into sex
No,
knowing
yeah,
about-
like bro, like if
that's
it's
all in the
routine,
moment.
Yeah, that's all
bro.
in the
Listen,
moment.
yeah, that's what I'm
You
saying.
never
Bro,
But
if
eating
it's-
ass once every 3 months.
Bro,
That's
if it's
drawing.
routine, bro, right?
The
bro,
butthole's right there in my
I'm
face.
hitting my bitch the same way every night.
My joke. She's edible.
When
The
I
whole
eat
body.
ass,
She's edible.
She not knowing that's coming.
Yeah.
That's like the.
But no, I think that's the issue.
She's edible.
Why?
Like, I feel like
Your
they're
lady's
supposed to
edible,
know. So
man.
they,
She's edible.
No.
She's edible.
They're supposed to know so they can properly prepare.
No,
Nigga, you
I'm
know.
a
You're supposed to
no.
properly
You
prepare
know.
going, I'm only eating his butt out the shower.
You know.
Yeah, she don't know when it's coming.
She don't know when it's coming.
Wait, are we talking about eating ass? Is this the subject?
Like this is wild.
I'm sorry. The only reason I brought it up is because, fellas,
I'm not-
if your joint is reaching out and she's satisfying, if she's not going to try to kiss you with semen on her mouth, but she might wipe it off, but there still might have been whatever
Yo.
it was. You're not
I'm
going to
kissing
taste
my
no
bitch
semen.
after
I'm
that.
kissing
Yo.
my bitch.
Yo,
Period.
Hold on, y'all. I'm on.
Period.
Look, wait though.
I'm kissing
Yo,
my bitch.
I'm on pen live.
Period. She's not
Look,
going to tongue kiss. Because she knows she's
look, I'm on pen live being a great mentor.
They gotta come
and
into
then
this.
now I'm on.
Bro, they
talking-
they don't click on the links. They gotta click on the link. And
But look
watch.
though, fuck it.
You might get
So,
500-600 views.
so I have a
700,
question though. I have a question for God because a lot of niggas don't admit to this.
Yes.
Right? Because the nigga da da da. I don't. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I need to
Yeah, that is.
go in and
say
eat
it
some
again.
more ass and do all
Yeah,
that.
you might have to.
So what if your girl's giving you head and eat your ass? Is you cool with that?
No,
No.
not at all.
Not far.
No.
Not at all. I'm
Not
cool.
far.
All right,
I don't want you to touch my ass at all. I don't play like that.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
No, I ain't never get it yet.
For me, it's just,
Like, yeah, so yeah,
it's for me.
Yes,
No,
Yeah.
I'm not a
No,
real.
it's being real.
I'm
It's being
being
real.
real.
It's
I
not
ain't never
happening.
get. It never happened to
No,
me.
for me,
yet.
for
I
me,
don't know.
Would you let it
For me-
happen?
Man, fuck no, she not eat my ass.
No, for me,
My
I
ass?
don't. You know what it is?
I
You know what it
ain't
is?
never- Yeah, I ain't never get the gooch yet.
Yeah.
Like, either. I ain't never get the gooch yet. Like it ain't never.
The way he said it, he liked it.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a question, Los.
Am I gay because of that?
Okay, Los, I have a question.
Yes.
You got your
So-
gooch
That's the
yet?
thing.
Yeah.
If she knows she's doing, she's gonna
wavy.
lick
I heard
that.
it was
Did you ever get your
wavy.
ass ate? Why you shaking your head? Oh, whoa.
He's thinking about
Yes,
it. See?
No, time out. This is what I'm gonna say. The first time
The
she
first?
licked the gooch, I didn't like. It
You
was
ain't
so
know.
It was surprising,
No,
yeah.
no, that's what I'm saying. It was so unfamiliar that I had to like double check and make sure it wasn't.
So hold on.
Oh.
What's the difference between y'all saying, because they said on the joint was with the ass and the coochie is right there. So if a girl look at your gooch, why don't she just lick your ass?
Because, bro, I'm going to keep it 100.
They don't know.
No, they didn't. You know why? You know what? Listen. You know,
Yeah. So
It's
I got
okay.
a blind rank for y'all, all time running backs.
Drink champs
Um,
type shit.
that's okay. We had great
You know
conversation.
what blind rank is. Can't change it once you put them there.
Yeah.
Type shit. All time. So we starting off.
Mm-hmm.
Alvin Kamara.
Three.
What the fuck?
We're not putting in one or
blind
two.
ring.
It's a blind ring. We don't know nothing.
Three.
Blind ring?
It's a blind ring. He's a good 3.
He's got 3.
7.
No, it's only 5.
5.
He didn't say that.
You gonna put him at 5?
Oh, yeah, 1 out of 5. 3.
Alvin's cold, bro.
4.
I like.
Bro,
They gotta come to a.
I can go with 4.
Bullshit.
I can go with 4.
4.
I can go with 4.
Okay, 4. We can go 4.
I can go 4.
We're going to bullshit.
Is it, hold on, is it current players or is it
all
all?
time.
All the time.
Let's go 4 for sure.
4.
Yes.
He's going to throw bullshit out
Yes,
as
he
well.
is, but we gonna be able to put somebody 5. Cause last time we had Adam Thielen at number 1. That was shitty. Go ahead.
AP.
2.
3.
2 or 3 for sure. Are you AP? Stop. You gotta chill.
Bro, who else would be 1? Barry. He's not gonna put Barry on that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying for this list.
If
You gotta go
AP's
2 or 3.
1, if AP's 1 and Barry's 2, that's not bad.
That is bad. Barry Sanders might be best of all time.
If
He
Barry's
might
that
be.
much
Hold
better
on.
than AP,
But it's
Barry
a blind
Sanders is
rank,
not like undeniably better than AP all time.
he's
though.
not,
That's kinda
bro.
crazy.
I say AP, we go 1, bro.
Yeah.
Can we stop? Can we
I would
stop?
say
Can we stop real quick?
AP might be the best running back of all time.
Can we stop and really think about this shit? With Barry
Let's fucking
Sanders?
talk about
We
it.
can
Let's
talk
talk
about
about
that, bro.
Barry didn't play long enough.
Yeah, AP might be better.
Don't get me wrong.
He
Everybody,
didn't play long enough.
bro. We didn't even fucking
He-
watch Barry, bro.
No, but I'm
Let's
saying.
talk about that.
All right, I know, understand that, but listen to what I'm saying.
He
He
don't got
didn't.
no records.
Huh?
He don't got no records.
No, he don't. He didn't play long enough, and he still was inducted in the Hall of Fame. What are you talking about?
but it's
He was
like,
He went for a stack for 10 straight years.
Barry was a guy.
but look, let's talk
So
about.
how are you not a guy with
The
no
game-
line?
bro, the
He
game-
didn't
He
build
is a
nobody.
guy.
Bro, everybody knew Barry was
He
getting
is
the
a
ball.
guy.
Everybody knew Barry was getting the ball,
We're not
and he
saying
still
Barry's
was
not a
rushing
guy.
for 1,000.
No, I was just agreeing to the fact that
No, AP might
being
not.
one,
No,
Barry
if he's
being
not,
two.
it's not guaranteed that Barry's on the list. So if we put him 1, it's not
So
crazy.
y'all would be okay
But this
with
is
Barry
my-
being behind AP?
Yes, I would be okay with
This is
I
that.
would
my
not
thing,
be
though,
okay
bro.
with that.
That's not
AP
insane.
might be the best running
Barry,
back of all time.
Barry
Why?
can move, bro.
You want to check his stats because I just looked at him a couple
Yeah,
days ago.
AP stats is like
I don't got my phone.
No,
damn near.
AP's not.
yeah.
I just looked at them. They're not
Yeah.
amazing.
12. I
They're
know
not
he got over
amazing.
12.
I swear to God, they're
He's
not.
like 4th all time, bro.
I know he got over 12,000.
You want to make sure.
He got like 17. Or
Yeah,
some
you
shit.
come, bro. Y'all gassing. Y'all want to make sure.
But he
Y'all
got
want to
over
make sure.
10.
Bro, it's in my recents. It's in my recents. I've been looking at this already, bro. I've been looking at this. He has 14,000 yards.
That's not
Nigga, that's a lot of fucking yards.
From 2007 to 21, he played 14. He played 14
14
seasons.
That's great.
He played 15 years, bro.
nah,
Stop.
That's good.
Well, stop, bro. Y'all just made it seem like, bro.
Nah,
Bro,
I thought he had.
We gotta
I know he had
stop.
over 10,000.
we gotta stop,
Hey,
bro.
I ain't gonna hold. Dante Kent went to the Steelers.
Yes.
He got drafted.
Yes. Clap that out. That's one of our own. That's Harrisburg made,
He
bro.
got drafted.
That's Harrisburg made, bro.
What round?
If he didn't get drafted,
That's wavy.
hold on, what's up?
If he got,
Bro, can y'all please shut up? Can y'all
Is the draft? Hold on, is the
Hold on.
draft? No, is the draft still going on?
I'm
The
gonna-
draft.
Did my little nigga get drafted?
Hey, bro.
Fuck that.
Can y'all apologize to me,
Under
please?
229th pick, Dante Kent was drafted.
Yes.
That's wavy.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
That's wavy.
We had to take a pause.
That's
Hey, listen,
crazy.
but after that, can y'all apologize to me now?
No, us.
Can I talk? No, can I talk?
Oh,
I
why?
apologize.
All right, so AP had 1,400 yards, right? 14,000 in 15 years. Guess how many? That's how many Barry Sanders had in 10.
16.
How much?
16. What are we talking about? What are we arguing? And he was the nigga that they knew was getting the ball. What are we arguing
So
about?
did AP.
You played
Don't do that.
You average five.
So the fuck did they pick?
We just gonna say the blind rate too much. I mean, we gonna say the blind rate.
He averaged 4 yards. He averaged 5 yards a carry. AP added 4.6.
But that's
Are
what
we looking at
He
touchdowns?
played against
What are we
fucking-
talking about now? We talking about touchdowns? Y'all want to talk about
I
touchdowns?
say we do AP 1, bro.
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm gonna go AP1 on the blind rank.
He had, bro.
On the
He had
blind rank,
5
we
We
more
don't
years.
know if Barry Sanders is gonna be in there though.
Bro, he had 5 more years, bro. He's not in the blind rank, but he had 5 more
AP
years.
was hurt a lot of years though.
Who gives a fuck, man?
He's
If
not
he
even on
only
his
played
list.
2 games for
I
the
mean,
No, Barry
Barry
Sanders not on the list
Yeah,
yet.
10
I
years
say
and
AP
you waiting
had
for
two.
1,000 more
That's
yards,
what
bro.
he said. Barry
With
Sanders is
5 less years,
I'm not
man.
saying Barry Sanders. I'm not saying AP's better than Barry Sanders. I was just agreeing to the point
I won.
that Barry Sanders being at 2 behind AP would have been.
AP
like,
1.
We got
Yeah.
AP1.
Where'd y'all put
Okay.
Alvin Kamara?
4.
Put him at 4.
4.
AP's at what? 1?
Watch this bullshit
Okay.
though.
Watch
That's amazing.
Matt Forte.
5.
5.
5.
5.
We're fucked.
We might be, but
got
we might
2 and
not.
3.
Honestly,
might
y'all
not be.
started off kind of good. Marshall Falk.
Yes.
No! That
2.
nigga's number 1.
He is really.
He's the
You
greatest
say
runner.
AP.
He's damn near the greatest running back of all time.
He's the first receiver.
He's number 2.
though.
He is. He's number 2.
Two.
But
That's my
I'm mad
favorite
that he's
running back.
behind
And
AP.
y'all number 3, which I don't feel like should be number 3. This is the only place I feel like y'all fucked up at. Y'all last running back is Najee Harris.
He's not
He
number
should be
3.
fifth.
He should be 5th.
It should.
It should
Alvin
go.
should have been 3.
That's
Alvin
what I
should've been
said, bro.
It should have went. It should have went Marshall, AP, Alvin, Matt Forte,
and
Najee
Alvin
Harris.
That's a wild group of 5 people.
That's a wild group of 5.
Marshall Falk was one of them ones.
Marshall was L.
I mean, that's
he was
another
the first
thing, though,
LC.
fellas. That's why I'm saying, please. Now, can we get back to y'all gonna rank AP? Where's AP ranked at?
3
In the
all
top
time.
all time?
Top 3.
And who's in front of me?
Marshall or probably
Marshall and whoa.
You don't like what Damian over in the
LaDainian and Marshall is the same person, I think.
I know.
What does
They
that
are
have to
the
do with
same back.
anything?
That's what I said.
We're
Marshall,
saying
I'm
where's
saying
AP
like you
at
gotta
in the all
put
time?
Barry.
So they're better.
Oh shit! I forgot about Barry. My bad.
And y'all, and we didn't watch
My
him,
bad.
but are we not going to
That's
talk?
what I'm saying.
It doesn't matter who you watch, bro. You gotta respect who paved the way too, bro.
If we
sometimes.
looking at stats,
You have to.
If we looking at stats, I don't know if we can say Marshall is over Adrian.
Nigga, I'm not saying Will Chamberlain.
Oh, you gotta add his.
Nigga,
You
getting
gotta
an
add his
argument about
receiving
it.
stats, bro. You have to, because he was a dual back.
I'm not honoring Will Chamberlain being nice and be like,
You
yo,
have
it's
to.
time.
We've been going on for a minute. We can talk about that.
And you gotta put in Walter Payton. Only had 10
Appreciate you
years.
for coming
on
out,
it.
bro.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate
I
Just
mean,
cool,
Pope
bro.
Prime.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
My boy about to go get another championship with the young boys.
He is.
What you coach exactly?
Pee Wee head coach.
He about to get a crib too, coming soon.
Yeah, Pee Wee head coach. You know what? This is what we gotta do though.
Okay.
I'm building a crib.
Yes.
We got.
Shout out to you too.
Nah, I appreciate y'all.
Shout out to you too.
No,
Building the
respect.
crib. That's
And I don't
heavy.
even gotta be in it.
That's heavy.
But we could do one of y'all joints at the crib.
I like that. You should be in
Do
it,
that.
and we could probably bring another guest with you. Probably AB or something.
That'd be good.
Because I wanted to get AB too. AB said he will come on.
AB got
He's
going
not-
by himself because he's legendary. His
Yeah,
story.
He's legendary. His story.
He said
He
he
got a
come
crazy
by
story.
himself,
He
Yeah,
does.
He got a crazy joint.
Yeah, he do.
Yeah.
But like you said, we appreciate you for coming out, man. I think
You
this
gave a
might
lot
be-
of game, bro. This might be our longest podcast,
We
bro.
gotta cut
But
this
you,
drink
down.
champ.
Yeah,
but we
y'all
gonna cut it down.
2 hours and 5 minutes.
We gonna
man.
cut it down, but we can't, bro. It's a
Drink
lot
champ,
of,
bro.
it's a lot of good
It's a lot
content
of
in
game,
here.
Y'all
bro.
started
It's a lot
talking
of game.
about like
Yeah.
shit went
You
left.
gotta.
No, but a lot of it is from where we started
Talking
at.
about the
We didn't joke at all from the
about
first
the
thing. We really joke a
They
lot
shit.
here.
Like they went left. Them two.
We didn't go
I
anal.
didn't
We didn't
go
go anal.
Don't you do this out, man. We signed out
Too
too
real,
real,
man.
man. Podcast, man.